But hey, we're on the internet.
Oh shit, I think I bumped my board.
Oh, that's okay.
Okay.
We can always...
Boxes in the shop.
Good call. Yeah. Hello, internets. Welcome to watching us tidy. Oh, this is this is like the legacy deck. We shouldn't need this much. We will need this campaign book. And then is that pile of boxes over there out of every shot? Yeah, it's not a problem here. Yeah, not a problem there. Okay. Let me recap what it says to do to start the campaign here. At the beginning of the campaign, the owner of the game takes the captain card. Has the possibility to write down their name on it? What is that? I guess that means you don't have to, but sure, I'm gonna be Captain Brandon. As the captain, you read chapters of the story by playing the role of the character, and you make choices that will have an impact on the story. But where does it talk about... Oh, here we go. A beginning is a very delicate time is the name of the section. Know then that the full story takes place over several successive campaigns. Start by reading the standard rules as well as the rules for Adventure 1. We suggest that you start with the introduction campaign in order to discover the beginning of the story and the 8 adventures. If that's what you want, go to Chapter 1. If you've already played the 8 adventures in Adventure Mode, you want to unlock the campaign cards right away and have a summary of the beginning of the story, go to Chapter 109. So that's what we'll plan to do. This section literally it starts with previously on Welcome to the Moon. Oh yeah, I haven't played the 8th though of the intro scenario. This is gonna spoil it.
Oh no.
It's probably fine.
Well, I haven't played any of them, so...
Yeah, so you need the background. Okay, this is almost done. Come on. You can do it, Streamlabs. I just want to add one button to my stream deck. And I'm downloading... What was that? A few megabytes a second earlier, so... gigs of software to add one button.
Bar is almost full.
It was moving so much faster. It's downloaded 1566 of 1567. I don't know what that unit is. Files?
Maybe.
Okay. Seems
that last
full.
one's where all of where everything is.
I guess so. It appears to be done. Great entertainment. Glad we're streaming. All right. Well, we can talk about the basics while that. Hopefully. Oh wait! Right as I gave up on it, it finished. Is that it? Can I? No. There we go. It launched something. A loading screen. Who knows what this means? It's rotating through Sims-style loading blurbs. Re-authenticate. Well, my Streamlabs account was definitely Twitch, so... Authorize. I don't need Streamlabs to do any of the things it can do live on a stream. I just want it to let me change. Oh yeah, I remember this. Now, can I just go to this and... We did it! Okay. Wait. I did this to myself. This supports multiple different streaming softwares, and I tried to make that button go to a different one than the one we actually use. Damn it, none of this was necessary. Alright. Scene. Title, Josh Zoom. To zoom in on your board. But it's actually called In-Person PIP Zoom 2. Okay. We name the this one too. Brandon, Zoom. Okay. Testing. Here's us. We know this works. Here's the overall overhead view. And then yeah, it'll. Expected. I have enough games with dry erase markers. Just like, I'll use these. I know that most of them in Captain Sonar are dead, all that stuff, yeah, so. Alright, so in the gist of the campaign is basically we'll play 8 scenarios, and then the winner of each one will win like stars. In this case, this upper right corner just tells us that there's 1 star for the person who's in first place. Some of the later ones actually have like first, second, and third place. I don't know how that interacts with there being 2 players. Do we give the first and second, or just the first? We'll look it up when we get to it. Yeah.
So this one is for 1 star, so the stakes are very high. This is 100% of the total stars.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Now, I don't know how you'll come back from this if I beat you. But so yeah, that's. Then there's this whole, since we're playing the advanced part of the campaign, there's whatever's happening here. I've never looked at this, so we'll find out together.
Excellent. Now, if we were to play, like, suppose we go through this game, and then next time someone else joins us, would we be able to drop somebody into this campaign, or would we have to start a different one?
You can just drop somebody in. That's a good question. You can totally drop someone into this campaign. It just recommends that you give any added players stars equal to the last place player. Just like catch them up to tied for last.
Yeah.
And then go from there. Other than that, yeah, there's no, at least in the introductory version of the campaign, which is what I've played, there is no like persistent effects on players or anything. That no leveling up or upgrading yourself or anything like that would complicate that. Okay. I'm trying to figure out, actually, as far as the details of how this one works, should I teach it once we've started a video? Maybe so? Yeah.
Well, you've got to teach it at some point. So.
Do I? Or could we just go? Yeah, I suppose I do. Oh, these are upside down, by the way. If you remember from Welcome To, it should be the numbers side that you're drawing from where you can see what's on the back of them.
That's right.
Because this does the same thing.
I did not remember that.
Alright, yeah, let's... Oh, I need something to drink. Need anything else while I'm up?
I'm good.
Out of your way? Okay. I will grab a beer. And then we'll clean up the spray from over the bottle. All right, I think I see that the audio is working. Is the audio, oh, here's. Oh, wait, it's the Elgato mic, not the camera. go. And let me just get rid of the old mic for simplicity. Okay, so we can hear us now on this view. Can we hear us on I'm getting better. I'm getting better at this live producing videos thing because 3 weeks ago I would not have checked that and would have caught it halfway through and been like, well, fuck. Everything is ruined. Okay. Shall we?
Let's do it.
All right. Come to you live from Earth for now. This is Optimal Play. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Josh.
And we are starting the advanced campaign of Welcome to the Moon. Do they call it advanced? It's the one that's not introductory. There's not a title for what we're playing.
Okay.
But we're going to dive right into the full legacy style, I guess, campaign. That's all the rage lately is legacy games that aren't. Like Undaunted, Stalingrad the same way. You don't destroy anything. You don't, I guess technically you do write on things in this game, but it's erasable. It's repeatable legacy.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like borrowing some of the feel of legacy campaigns, but not actually. So, yeah, we are committing, right? We didn't talk about this. Committing to playing 8 games of this.
Absolutely.
Tonight.
In a row, yeah. Non-stop. Go until 5 a.m.
If it delays,
we don't care if we get to the moon.
If it delays your trip to the wedding this weekend, so be it. Luckily, it doesn't take as long to get to the moon. A lot of this campaign will take place on the moon.
The moon
Spoilers,
is famously very easy to get to.
Right, yeah. Speaking of spoilers, so the introductory campaign provides this flavor text that will let you know what you missed in the introductory campaign, which is basically a straightforward playthrough of the 8 scenarios without all the campaign gimmicks, I guess.
Okay.
And I have never played the 8th one, so this will spoil it for me too.
Perfect.
But as captain, according to the rulebook, I am captain because I own this copy of the game.
That's right.
I will read it, and it is as follows. Previously on Welcome to the Moon. The Human Alliance has entrusted Captain Takei, yeah, it is Captain Takei, anyway, with the rescue operation. He succeeded with his team in organizing the settlement of humankind on the moon. After his arrival on the moon and the building of the first colony, he managed to extract enough resources from the lunar underground to build the capital city of the moon. Unfortunately, the Human Alliance failed its mission and could not prevent the emergence of troubles in the new city.
Rough.
The history of humankind on the moon is littered with poverty, discrimination, and social conflicts, until the devastating virus appeared.
Okay.
Yeah, this game is, it's actually a little dark.
Yeah.
Colorful yet dark. Technological advances have allowed the Human Alliance to discover 2 inhabitable solar systems, Neo Solaris 1 and 2. Captain Takei and his team had to get back in action to evacuate the moon. But the arrival on Neo Solaris did not proceed as planned. The New Dawn, a revolutionary group opposed to the Human Alliance, had taken control of part of the fleet, and a huge confrontation happened. The result of this was the defeat of one of them. And this is really what it says. A huge confrontation happened. The result of this was the defeat of one of them and the destruction of the Neo-Solaris asteroid belt, leaving humankind in a catastrophic situation. I guess which of them depends on the choices we made. That's very funny. So we may be the Human Alliance or the New Dawn Revolutionary Group. I don't know how we'll figure out which.
You paid for the captain badge. You get to choose.
The Human Alliance was kind of a clusterfuck.
All right.
So, I think let them go. Let's be the New Dawn. Go to chapter 147. Logbook of the Nova Terra colony. Okay, so the first, as it just said there, the first arc of the campaign was about fleeing Earth, which, as you can see from the bombs going on in the background and stuff, it was basically like comets were falling, like last chance to get off of Earth, going to the moon, fucking that up too, escaping that, and now we're basically repeating that story arc, but on a new planet and probably a new moon.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I don't see any. I'd watch that season 2 of a TV show. Logbook of the Nova Terra colony. As we feared, the situation on the different planets of New Solaris 1 and 2 has become critical. After years of crisis, we have crossed the breaking point. Despite all our efforts, the lack of resources caused by the disappearance of the asteroid fields has worn us out. The survival of the colonies is no longer certain, and the disorders caused by the rebels are making the situation worse. No probe has come back and brought hope. There is nothing around to save us. Our scientists estimate that there's only a few months left before the collapse of our civilization and the end of humankind. That's why we have taken the decision to approve the emergency plan suggested by the hashtag Blue Dog Collective. There's literally a hashtag there, or a pound sign. It entails opening again the vortex that was closed after the Great Battle to return to Earth and see what is left there. It's not without risks, but if it's successful, humankind might have a second chance. Oh, so we're now trying to get off of our new planet and
Going
back to Earth.
Okay.
Sure.
No
All right.
place like home.
No place like comet-cratered wreck of a home. This says take the campaign end card number 169. I assume that comes out of this deck? Yeah, sure. There's a card number 169. I'm not sure what to make of this. This card indicates the starting chapter for the next campaign to discover the rest of the story. Oh, and then on the other side of this card, there's a... how do I zoom in again? There's a 12.
It was the starting card. Should we have left it where it was in the deck?
This says take the card.
Okay.
Take card number 169. And the numbers are these little card numbers down here. So I did that. Then it just says this card indicates the starting chapter for the next campaign to discover the rest of the story. Which is so number 12?
12.
So what just happened there? I'm confused.
We drew a card. Tell us what card to draw?
It feels like that could have been one of several things, like depending on how the first part ended.
Yeah.
But I don't know how we would have encountered any of those other... Oh.
Well...
The game knows that we skipped.
Right, we chose
yeah.
we chose that we were the New Dawn, right? So that's how we got here.
Well, but there was no choice to make.
Oh, there wasn't?
No, I was musing about which one are we,
I see.
but this did not actually ask me to make that choice.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess we got, like, it feels like maybe there were lots of ways the first one could end and it would route us to a different story for the second half of the campaign. And we skipped to the second half of the campaign, but I guess the game knew that, and this is what happens when you skip there.
All right.
All right, so we're going to entry number 12. Starting to feel like the Arkham Horror the card game campaign, the Scarlet Keys. You never know when you'll be done reading. Captain Zarek's logbook. Flagship Iburomagus. I guess I'm Captain Zarek now. We jumped through the vortex without any incident. The magnetic disturbance seems relatively moderate compared to our initial assessment. The whole crew has gone through medical exams and has been declared fit for duty. However, the situation on site is beyond belief. All our indicators are affirmative. We are back on Earth. But not at all on the scheduled date. The way in hyperspace does not fully operate as the scientists had predicted. Instead of instant travel, we've traveled into time as well. We're back at the exact same point at the beginning of the crisis. Oh, that's where that was going. All right. In a few hours, we're going to meet the Earth delegates and our forefathers. Go to Chapter 7. Captain Zarek's logbook. The meeting has been a shock for everybody, but the leaders of the Human Alliance have quickly understood the interest of this new situation. Even though we're not able to predict the extent of the disruption induced by our presence, given our experience, it has been decided that we would take over the human evacuation, as our forefathers have done before us. As Captain Decay's successor, the forgotten hero of Nia Solaris, I have been appointed captain. After consulting the archives that were saved from the first evacuation, I am convinced of what we should do, and now I do have a choice to make. It is focus on the essential equipment, upgrade the capacities of our rockets, or be prepared for every contingency. I don't, like, at this point we're old hats. We don't need to be prepared for contingencies. We've seen them. We've seen the worst of it. I think we just upgrade the capacities of our rockets.
All right.
So, 62. The rockets do not have sufficient capacity to take what's needed to the moon. Here's the plan to upgrade them, thanks to the technology that we brought back from the future. It might very well affect the course of history, but the risk is worth it. And then flavor text is over. It says here, play adventure number 1. For the rest of the campaign, except stated otherwise, play with 3 mission cards that you can select or pick at random. Those are the 3 objectives there's
Okay.
different ones for every like board because the boards all work differently. This says Warp 1A, the Mega Rocket. Take the campaign warp cards 178 to 183. Okay. Oh, wrong deck. This is going great. 178 to 183. Okay. For this game, each player takes one of these cards on the 1A side and places it on their sheet. The card must cover the 2 astronaut floors of the rocket, which are these 2 top ones, and will therefore enlarge it. Each of these new floors is not tied to only one type of action, but each space is tied to a specific type of action with a shape and color corresponding to the action. You must number each floor independently according to the numbering rules. Since I haven't taught you the base of this yet, that is potentially fairly lost on you, but I can make sense of it, I think.
All right. I'll just put the rest of them over here.
And then it just says, new rule for this game. At the end of the game, the players who have completely numbered the 4 floors earn an additional star.
Okay.
Okay, so the person who wins this game gets 1 star, and anyone who completes these top floors gets a star. All right, so let me show the camera here what this looks like. And are these the same as one another? Yes, they do match each other. Okay, so we've taken this old stubby rocket and replaced it with this, making it 4 floors at the top here instead of 2. Weird. Very weird. Okay. And then that's it. We'll play the game. And this is like a dry erase card, so we can write on it. I'm curious what's on 1B. Is it? I don't know. That's nonsense. Okay. I guess the campaign probably uses that later. Okay, so welcome to the moon, Josh.
Thank you.
Here's how we play the first scenario / 9th scenario, I guess,
Yes.
out of a 16-part campaign. We're loading up this rocket to leave Earth, and it's we talked off camera. You know the basics of Welcome to. We're going to have 3 action and number combinations available each turn. We're going to simultaneously choose one and take the action and use the number, writing that number on our board somewhere. Mm-hmm. And then just like with the original Welcome to, think of every floor of this rocket like a street on that board. So you'll need to number them, not necessarily sequentially, but increasingly from 1 to 15. Okay. The numbers, I don't know if the distribution of numbers is identical in this game, but it's very similar to Welcome to, where 8 is the most common number, and the further you get from 8, the rarer it is.
Makes sense.
This one is kind of the intro scenario. The actions are really simple. They mostly are not actions. Instead, the color, and we'll just flip these will be our real first cards. So you'd have an 8 with the water, a 1 with energy, or a 14 with energy. This simply tells you what color you can write that number in on the sheet. So you can see that there's clearly color coordinated. They used to be each floor was a color. That kind of got thrown out the window here. So if I take the blue 8, normally I would have had to put it on this water floor. I guess I also have the option to throw it there. Each floor on this rocket, I know I'm repeating myself, but each floor has to be not sequentially, but is there a better word for that? Increasingly
ascending.
Numbered? Yeah. Ascending, okay, has to be filled in with ascending numbers. But you'll notice that there are these walls here. They do not interrupt those numbers, so the entire floor needs to be following those ascending number rules. However, each time that you finish one of the rooms of a floor, as they are divided up by these walls, you get to resolve all the icons printed in that room. Those kind of icons printed behind the boxes that you're filling in. And so that's kind of that's what steers your decision making for which floors to complete, is which of these rewards you're getting. Let me back up slightly and tell you that also the way you win this scenario is not like most Welcome to scenarios. It is not, as a helicopter seems to be flying right over my house. Cool. The goal in this one is actually not to have the most points. It is to be the first person to mark off all of these rockets up the left side of the ship. And you mark them off by earning them by completing sections here. So you can see that a very common symbol that you see here is a rocket with a number next to it.
Yes.
Right? So like let me find a simple one. If I fill in this section of the purple floor, I get to mark off 3 rockets starting at the bottom here.
Okay.
There are numbers on this. I think you could just use those to... I think you would really only use those if you were playing a standalone game of this, not in the campaign. I don't even know why you would use it then, because still the rules would be that you win by completing it first. Yeah, they put point values on here for reasons I can't particularly understand, but it's fine. It's fine. So when you mark off rockets, you'll start at the bottom, go from left to right. There's a couple wrinkles though. You cannot, with one kind of rocket icon, you cannot finish one row and continue to the next.
Okay.
When you finish one row, like if I got another 3, I would complete this one, and any extras would spill over into these upper sections. This section with these red numbers, red generally means bad in welcome to scoring, sections. These are the... let's just call them sabotages. You can get these like circled in 2 ways: when your opponent sabotages you, which I'll talk about in a second, or if you make an error, just like any other welcome to, where you can't place a number at all, then you have to mark one of these off. The spillover rockets then cross through these, like repairing them basically. Okay. You will not go back. You don't erase them. You cross through them because the game will still end if someone has all 8 of them marked. Mm-hmm. But to win, you have to have completed this tower of rocket symbols and have no unrepaired errors here. Finally, if I was placing rockets and I had none circled here to mark off, I would mark them off up here, and that is purely a tiebreaker if we complete the bottom portion on the same turn of the game. Okay. Then whoever has more of those marked will win. So does that make sense so far?
It does.
So there's only a couple... so there's some more symbols going on, and there's like some the wilds to touch on. So the most kind of base symbol is that rocket with a number next to it, but you can see that some of them are kind of faded and have an arrow next to them. You don't get to resolve those when you complete the room, unless at the time that you complete the room, you have filled in that arrow. And the way you do that is by resolving arrow icons elsewhere.
I see.
So every time that you resolve one of those arrow icons, you can choose any of those little outlined arrows next to one of the rockets and fill it in.
You're investing in the future.
You're investing in the future. And yeah, to be clear, the only time that you can score those is the turn that you complete that floor. You cannot go back later and fill in that arrow so that you can claim them.
Okay.
Then there's a couple other symbols on here. There are these X's. When you get to resolve those, you get to write an X anywhere on your ship. It's basically like a wild number. It basically ignores the ascending rules, and you can, like I could have 6 and 7 here, and I can totally put an X between them. It doesn't even have to like logically represent a number. Yeah. It's an X. But it helps you fill out these rooms, so you can you may even have some turns where you resolve an X, use that X to complete another room, resolve that room, and have a domino effect like that. That's probably going to happen to us each once or twice. And then the last, as I'm skimming this, last symbol on here is these sabotage symbols. And whenever you resolve one of these, your opponent has to circle one of their errors. And also your opponent marks that off in the same room on their ship. Each of those symbols can only be resolved by the first person to get them. So the last thing here, I think, is these gold like gear boxes, and then there's a couple on this floor. Those are wild. So anytime you would like, you can take a number action combination and just ignore what that action was and write that number on a wild space. But the space is only wild in that you can ignore the action. That floor still has to be ascending order, following all the rules. And then there's a couple new wild spots there also. So that gear, to be clear, that gear symbol is not in the deck. The only way to fill in that floor is to decide to do it instead of the symbol that you're taking. And
there's no memory on these yellow ones, right? Like if I use a blue this round, next turn I can use a green to fill in the second one.
Totally. Yep. I find it's actually that sounds really generous, but it actually gets pretty brain bending to be like, oh, but if I make this a wild because I don't want to put it on the blue floor, then have I fucked over my wild floor for all the other times I want to use it because of what that number was. It's harder than you think, But yeah, I think the last thing is objectives. We will have. The game told us to choose or randomize. I'm fine with going random if you are.
It'll be
Okay.
random to me anyway because I don't really know what we're doing
Perfect.
yet.
So we're gonna just. Here, give me either a 1 or a 2.
2,
Do it again.
1,
And again.
1.
Okay. So just based on the order that those happened to be in my hand, I chose the first or second one. So we have an A, B, and C objective. This will always be the case on every scenario of this game. The one way that these are unique is that they award rocket symbols instead of points. And they, like in the original Welcome 2, when a person completes them, they will take the higher number and then we'll flip it over, and anyone else who completes it on subsequent turns gets the lower number. So what these are, they're relatively simple. They are to complete your robot and planning floors, which are the white floor and the red floor.
Okay.
This one is just to complete the energy floor, the purple floor.
Okay.
And I know I just said those are simple, and now I'm going to have to look up to be sure what C is. Luckily, I have the rule book right here. That is... Nope, I don't want to read about solo mode. Huh. To have 5 error boxes circled but not crossed off. Meaning 5 unrepaired errors, yes, is objective C. So that's a weird one. Okay, let me just wipe off the stuff I was writing for example's sake, and I think we're good to go.
All right.
Any other questions?
I don't think so.
All right, then let the campaign begin, I guess. We've got... You know, I didn't say very much intro-y stuff, did I? I should have said, hey, like and subscribe. There, I said that.
There you go.
I also just wanted to suggest, and I should make a better point of saying this up front, play along with us. We'll make sure...
You could definitely play along
Yeah,
with
we'll
us.
make sure to show the cards on screen. Please, go get your copy of Welcome to the Moon. Play along with the cards that we draw, and let us know in the comments how you compare. I bet someone out there will beat us both pretty much every time.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Okay, with that, let's go. I can't resist a 1. On a blank board,
I feel like that's the obvious choice, right?
All right, then. In fact, you want to be the card flipper since I'm also pushing the buttons over here?
I think I can handle that.
Thanks.
This is much worse.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a much bigger commitment. I hate these floors at the bottom. The floors at the bottom with the tiny rooms that you have to really... Because... At least because each room matters, like, maybe if you have, like, you already have a 9 here, and you just really want to resolve this room, like, maybe you just put a 15.
Right.
And just say, you know, I'm never going to complete that, and that's fine. And then when every card after that is green, you're in credit. But I'm going to take a... That's not blue. I was looking at the, nope, wrong button. I was looking at the corner there. I'm freaking out already. Okay, let's put a green 6 down. Is that what you did too?
It is, yes. So
It
far
is.
we're very much tied.
Okay, very nice. Ready?
Flip.
Yep.
All right. 9 of robots, 14 of leaves, and 13 of water.
Ooh.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I think the 14 or 13 are the better numbers, but the robots work towards the objective.
Wait, they all work towards the objective. What do you mean?
Sorry, I mean these
Oh,
objective
that
cards.
objective.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's an
yeah,
objective
yeah.
to complete the robot floors that we don't happen to have an objective for the plants or the water.
That is true. Good safety tip.
Oh, you know what though? Here's what I'm gonna do. In fact, here I won't narrate until you've made your decision, but.
All right.
Okay, so you went with the
Oh.
9 of robots. I decided to explore the new nose of the rocket.
That's interesting. I kind of forgot about that space.
Yeah, and it's really weird because you need those combinations of colors.
9 leaf, 7 robot, and 6. Oh, what is that?
Astronauts.
Astronauts?
Yeah. Okay. There was a hair or something on that card that's bothering me.
Well, I think I know what I got to do here. I'll tell you after you make your decision.
I figure you're focusing on robots, but I think I'm gonna keep going on plants since I started.
I did stick with the robots. Figured, 7's pretty close to 9. I can make that. Oh, another 9 of robots.
Ooh.
15.
15 of energy.
And 8 of leaves. Well.
Yeah, I can't resist having the 1 and 15 sandwiching this floor.
There's no way around that one.
Yep. Easy one. Let's go.
11 water, 8 robots, and 5 leaves. This one's not as easy.
Okay. Hide my board.
Oh, I know what I'm doing.
Did you do the 5 next to the 6?
I did. So, you did the same.
We did.
So we both get 2 spaceships.
We do. Oh, speaking of which, I haven't erased my example ones. I'm not trying to cheat. So yeah, we'll mark off 2, and then we get to fill in an arrow somewhere.
I already picked mine.
Ooh, I'm not. But I also don't... I guess it's got to be here.
Yep, that's where I went.
Is it? Go figure.
All right,
next round. 8 energy, 4 water, 11 energy. 11 energy is a little trickier.
It is.
Okay. Show what I did on camera. Yeah, every time I look at the rules, or especially when I first read the rules for this one, I thought, oh, this is just welcome to easy mode, and it kind of is. That's clearly the intent because it's scenario 1, but it is more challenging than I expected.
We did the same thing again.
Did we? Oh, well, maybe it's not. Maybe it's easy. Maybe the answers are obvious. I don't know.
Right. 6 of astronauts, 8 of astronauts, or 3 of energy.
3 of energy? That's pretty good.
It is. It's really hard to get off of this energy row.
Yeah.
They keep giving us good numbers.
And it's one of our objectives. How can we not?
10 of robots, 7 of robots, 1 of astronauts. Oh.
Ooh. 1 of astronauts, eh?
There's a couple of choices here.
Yeah.
And the astronauts go in the orange seats, right?
Oh, they are seats, aren't they? Oh man, I've never noticed that. Because these are mostly they're mostly different kind of crates or something as we're packing it up. But yeah, the ones for the astronauts are chairs. That's a nice touch. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Damn it!
All right. 5 of astronauts, 5 of robots, 2 of energy.
Oh no!
All right then.
Okay, I'm gonna go for
I should probably do this.
that.
So I finished a room.
Oh. What did you finish? Robots.
My first robot room.
Oh, I haven't even put a single number in robots.
So I've got an arrow and a wild.
So there's some things
That's
we're
really
doing differently here.
Where do I want that arrow to go? Let's put that arrow here. Yeah, that seems like a...
Oh, then when you throw a wild up there.
Whenever I want.
Yeah, that's pretty solid.
And then I guess I could put the wild now, right? But then I have a 2 rockets, which only leaves me with 1. That doesn't seem great.
Well, wait, you already placed 1 for this one, so you wouldn't be using the wild until we flip over the new round of cards. It's not in addition to another one.
Oh, it's instead. Okay, so I just have that and I cross it off, or how do I mark that I have?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought by wild you meant the gear symbols. The X. Yes,
the
you
X.
do go ahead and mark the X, and you're right. It could be in the wild slot up there if you want.
There aren't any 1 rockets anywhere, are there?
Oh
no, there is right there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think that there didn't used to be until this new card came in.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to put the wild here on that water space, and then I get 3 rockets, which fills my first row.
Oh, damn. You're winning.
Yeah.
Don't like that. All right. New cards so I can catch up.
6 of energy, 11 of leaves, 7 of robots. These 7s of robots. I think that's come up 3 times now.
guess it's this.
All right. Oh, we did the same thing.
You
Our leaf row looked. Oh no, you've got an extra leaf on me.
did the 11 there too.
9 of planning.
It is called planning.
Okay.
Yeah.
4 of leaves and 12 of energy.
Oh. Okay. I think we're doing the same thing here, right?
That's hard to resist.
12 of energy is perfect. So
we get a thing.
2 rockets.
2 rockets.
Filling in an arrow.
These arrows are the hard choice.
They are. I want to make sure that this one is lit up. That's a 4. I don't know when I'm going to get to it, but I want it. And then we're also each getting to write an X.
I'm really not ready for these X's.
I know, it's hard to know what to do with them.
You know what? No, I'm gonna put my X in that wild spot I got up there earlier and just mark off 2 more rockets.
I'm tempted because I'm where I'm in a terrible spot where I have 1 rocket left on this row, so I think I'm gonna do the same thing, but not the same thing, but I'm gonna put it in this wild so I can get that 1 rocket and finish this row.
Smart.
Yep.
All right.
Okay. Great.
12 of energy. Well, we don't need that anymore. 13 of leaves, or 11 of astronauts. I think we're doing the same thing on this one.
I don't know. Oh, but that's a sabotage space. Okay, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. I should get that 13 in there. So we each get to draw an X. Obviously, the sabotage icon in a game with more players, you and I would just both be safe from it, and the other players would get sabotaged. Here, I think just no one gets sabotaged.
Oh, is that how it works? Okay.
Yeah.
Not both of us.
No. I think it's neither of us if we do it at the same time. But we do get to write an X. Don't forget, by the way, a friendly reminder that there's a star in the campaign at stake as long as you finish the top 4 floors. That just reoccurred to me, and I thought you might have forgotten it too.
It's probably something I should do.
Yeah, I think I'm putting my X up there.
I'll put it up here. All right.
Okay.
2 of planning. That's a good planning. 3 of water. That's a good water. 8 of robots. That's a fine, okay.
It's whatever. A terrible planning for where I would like to put planning, which is up here.
Oh, it actually works fine for me though.
Oh man, I guess I could do the same if I want to assume I'll get around to putting an X there, but no, I think I'll just go ahead.
That's pretty open for me.
I'll just go ahead and put the 2 down here. The move that you said was obvious at first. Yeah.
11 of leaves, 10 of planning, or 8 of leaves.
Oh, the 8 of leaves, no brainer for me.
That makes sense for you, yeah.
That completes that, and I have put the arrow there already, so I'm going to get 2 and 2 rockets.
Mine's a little harder.
I've tied it up unless you get some rockets since you haven't taken your turn yet.
I think I'm a little scared of some of these choices, but I'm going to go ahead and do something crazy. I'm going to get my triple X up here.
1X, 2, 10. That is quite a sequence up there. All right, draw 3 X's.
Yeah. Where do I want these to go?
It's funny, the extra floors here, they do add more spaces, seemingly like making it a little bit longer game. But because this has that triple X there, it kind of like collapses it back down.
I'm really not ready for that, but I'm gonna do it. I'm actually just gonna cross off this whole top row.
Oh wow! And then get 2 arrows.
So I need to fill in that arrow because I was thinking about going there, but I can't do it without the arrows.
I feel like that shouldn't be allowed. An all X floor.
You know what?
Like all you've done, X's are planning. I guess they're not. I guess on this one, planning is just red, and the X's come from somewhere else. But in most other scenarios, the planning actions are how you get X's.
Oh, I see. All right, so we got a 9, 10, or 12 of robots.
Weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know what I'm taking.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's obviously the 12. I just don't know which floor I'm putting it on. And I don't want to look at yours until I've decided, am I going for the sabotages or not? Yes. Is that what you did?
I
No.
actually took the 10 because I have
Oh,
9
I forgot that
already,
you
so-
had so many. Okay,
Yeah.
I forgot you had that so far along.
4 of leaves, 13 of leaves, or 5 of energy.
Ooh.
I think I
Okay.
need to do this one. 4 of leaves.
Oh, I did the 5 of energy.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're doing some different stuff now. That's good. 10 of planning, or 10 of planning,
Oh
or
god.
3 of robots.
I'm not happy with that 10
That is not a
planning
good
number.
Yeah, I don't like that. But 3 of robots isn't doing me a lot of good either.
Remember, if you don't like them, that you can always put anything into the golden wild spots.
That's true.
Something that I haven't yet done. But I think I'm gonna just throw a 10
This
of
is-
planning up here on mine.
I chose a 3 of wilds.
Oh, okay.
4 of water, 12 of energy, 6 of water.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Oh, okay, okay. I know what I'm gonna do.
I just
Alright.
put a 6 in the middle of my water row.
You sure did. I put a 4 completing that room, so I'm gonna get 3 rockets.
Very nice. Oh, you're ahead of me now.
I am ahead.
How
Took
did I
the
let
lead.
that happen? All right.
I don't know how you let that happen.
10 of energy, 15 of leaves. Oh man. 7 of astronauts.
15 of leaves I can't use.
No, me neither. Well, you could. You got wilds.
Oh, that's a good point. That would actually be like a great one to just put on the right side of the
It's
wild
not
floor.
terrible. I was thinking that, but I think that I have a better option right
I think that I do too.
now. Oh yeah, we got the same option. No, you did.
No.
Oh,
I'm gonna go for the double sabotage on this
Okay,
floor. So
all
go
right.
ahead and mark 2 of those off, or circle them.
So now this doesn't happen if I complete this.
Right, yeah. So you can do exactly what you just did.
It's gonna be real hard for you to get that 5 circle objective at the rate we're going.
Yeah, I don't think I'm likely to get that, but you're welcome to not repair your.
Yeah, I don't know.
not
How do I
not
repair them
repairs.
again?
You
I
repair
need
them with spillover
overflows.
rockets. Yeah. And if you get all the way to the top of this and still have those circled, since you can't can't cause the game to end and you win without it, then just all of them would,
Yes,
would repair from there.
Okay.
We're at the bottom of the decks, right?
We are.
So these will just flip over, and then actually I never went back and checked whether this was the same as the original Welcome To, but it felt different to me. You don't shuffle the 3 decks together and then remake them. You just shuffle each one separately. On this
Okay.
one.
I don't
think it was a little bit of a
remember-
time saver. Really.
Yeah, I don't remember. That might be how we always play Welcome To anyway. So.
Like in theory, if you are a great card counter, you could have noticed that all the 1s and 15s were on the right.
Yeah.
And, play accordingly. And so then when it's on the right and you see okay, the next symbol is plant, that's likely to be a plant 1 or 15, that kind of thing is theoretically possible. I'm not gonna say it's likely.
I'm definitely not able to do any of that. I don't know if you are, but if you are, you deserve the win.
Let's say I can, but choose
Alright.
not to.
Okay.
13, 12, or 10.
I got mine.
12 of planning, 13 of energy, 10 of plants. Oh, and let me flip these around because I noticed that you're a horizontal card flipper.
Oh,
I'm always a vertical card flipper.
I didn't even realize what I was doing. There we go.
Oh, I noticed. I see all, Josh. Let's go with... Wow, so I can't really use the 10 of plants. Oh, 13 of energy goes up here, and now
Oh
does
my
anything
God.
below 13
Yeah,
can complete
nice.
that floor. So yeah, that works great. All right, bring it on. See,
Is
this
this whole thing upside down?
I think it was just a couple cards because
Okay.
I was flipping like this for the first
Oh.
couple, and then you took over and were flipping the other way.
There you go. So we got 7 of planning, 6 of astronauts, or 10 of robots.
10 of robots is just fine. I'm
It's
gonna
not useful for
complete
me.
my top floor with it, and then draw 2 arrows while you think about your turn.
Alright. Well, I guess I need that anyway. I don't like it. Alright.
Hang on, I have to draw... Oh, it's 2 arrows. For some reason, I thought it was 3 like those X's. Okay, I'm done.
6 of water, 8 of leaves, 13 of energy. Is it, shit. I guess I have to do this.
Yeah, I'm already getting to a point where a lot of these numbers don't work for me. I guess I can always dump them in wild. But for now, I won't. I'm going to put it up here.
So I finished a green section, which gave me 4 rockets, 1 over 4. So...
Wow, that's a setback for the objective.
It is.
This is a really hard one. I've
Is.
seen this on the table before, and I'm not sure I've ever seen anyone accomplish it.
9 of planning. 6 of planning. We'll have another upside down one next. And 4 of water.
Hey, a thought just occurred to me. It had us pull out these cards after I made that decision about like, we'll upgrade our rockets, right?
Yes.
So
These are the upgraded rockets.
I didn't actually connect those dots. At no point did I consider this to be a consequence of my decision. I thought it just was the way your second time through this scenario looked. That's really funny. Now I'm very curious what the other decisions would have done.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay, that's cool.
I think I
Anyway,
boxed myself in kind of bad over here, unfortunately, but I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
this works fine for me. I get 2 rockets and sabotage you.
Oh, well, I'm back at 2 of 5.
Well, you're welcome.
11 of energy, 14 of energy, and 7 of leaves.
I can't use any of that energy.
I can't.
I can't use any of these numbers except in wild, so I guess I'm going to the wild floor.
Yeah.
Let's throw a 14 over here where it seems safe.
Yeah, I think I did the same.
Okay.
9 of robots, 6 of leaves, 4 of robots.
Huh.
Not the best numbers.
No. I guess I will do this.
All right.
Did you do the 9 of robots
I
too?
did the 4.
Oh, okay.
4 of leaves, 2 of water, 5 of astronauts.
No, 2 of water. I just filled that space.
2 of water works for me.
But you can't
but
sabotage me because I
sabotage
used that
you.
first.
I do get 2 rockets though.
I do want to make sure to fill in the astronaut floor. So I'm going to put this 5... It's probably on the left. Okay.
5 of planning, 7 of robots, or 11 of leaves.
5 of planning completes this floor and gives me 3 X's to draw. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, and I'll show the camera, but not show you what I'm doing with my X's yet.
Alright, I figured out I took 7 of robots.
You took... Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And so have you drawn your X?
My X? From what?
Oh, you drew... Sorry, you drew
yeah,
this
7.
7. I looked at that 7 and thought, oh, you have a room you're resolving. Okay. I threw all 3 X's down here on the energy
2
row.
more?
2 more sabotages.
Alright.
All right, but I need to stop sabotaging you now because you're at 4 out of 5.
Yeah, I think the 2-player version, that's a kind of bad objective because it's very easy for you to stop sabotaging, right? Like, I mean, you might be forced into it at some point, but you can avoid
I mean,
it.
it's a trade-off, right? Because there's still there's still positives to me sabotaging you.
There's only 2 more rooms that you can even sabotage from.
Oh, is that right?
I think so.
That's interesting. Because I was just going to say, I might have to double check that the game does end when 8 of these are circled. Because if I could I accidentally sabotage you so much I trigger the end game too early?
Yeah. All right, 4 of energy, 6 of energy, or 8 of leaves.
Okay. Love me a 6 of energy. So frustratingly, that does waste 2 rockets here, as I can only use 1 and the others spill over into tiebreakers. But then I've completed the B objective. So
the energy row.
yeah. So I am going to get 3 rockets for that.
Very nice.
And flip that over. It's still available to you for 2 rockets.
5 of energy, 3 of astronauts, 15 of robots.
Whoa.
Oof.
I mean, I guess I can't pass that up.
Huh.
Yeah.
I don't love this actually, but I made my choice. 10 of robots, 1 of astronauts.
Whoa!
Or 7 of robots. Man, those robots really like 7.
They do. I think I'm gonna use this one though.
Yeah, it's hard to avoid that one.
I'm gonna complete this room up here
no.
and just get 2 rockets for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, nothing scary.
6 of water, 12 of energy, 9 of leaves.
Okay.
Oh.
6 of water is no good to me. Wow, I can't place any of these on there. The places where they belong.
So I'm in the wild row, but I did get some stuff.
Me too.
So I got an arrow, which probably goes here.
Yeah, I'm also. Did we both get the same? Yeah, we both got that row. I'm gonna fill in this robot row, I think.
I think I'm gonna also finish off. Maybe this is a mistake.
I condone mistakes.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, you're drawing your X. I should also draw my X.
Yeah, I think I don't want to do this.
I'm gonna put it up here, and then I'm done. So I'm gonna zoom in and watch what you do.
I'm going to cross this off and get this one lonely rocket here.
Nice.
All right.
Okay.
10 of robots, 5 of energy, 3 of energy.
Energy's no good to me whatsoever.
It's good for me still.
10 of robots I can use. Okay.
8 of astronauts, 11 of energy, or 10 of planning.
8 of astronauts. That'll do.
Yeah, I should probably do that too. It completes a row, but it's the sabotage row that you've already taken away.
Oh, okay. I got 4 rockets. Jeez, wait, is this what I'm doing? Yeah, I won't go back, but 3 of them are just tiebreakers. But I did complete the top 4 floors, so I've earned the campaign star.
There you go.
So
is that exclusive to you?
No, it's anyone who completes it. Yeah. Okay.
9 of astronauts, 5 of energy, 14 of leaves.
This is total trash.
This is not great for me either.
I am using a wild space.
I'm not going to use a wild space. I'm probably going to regret not using a wild space. 9 of robots, 3 of robots, or 1 of robots.
Whoa.
Okay then.
I can live with this.
I can deal with this. 8 of water, 12 of water.
Whoa.
Or 8 of robots.
Oh man. Do I want to take the water number that fits well, the water number that's rarer, or the robot? Actually, yeah, okay, I know. My answer is robots.
Did you finish something?
No, but I have 1 left on that robot floor. And that would get me 6 rockets, which will have me pretty damn close to done.
Alright, I made my choice. 2 of planning, 11 of astronauts, or 7 of water. Well, I fucked up.
Oh no. Oh, did you use the 8 of water?
Yeah.
I
should have used the 12.
Did not, and so I'm gonna get rewarded for it by slotting that 7 right here.
2 of planning. The planning row is really just not very good, huh? I mean, it has a bunch of bonuses, but I haven't put anything in there yet.
I mean, it's if you get the arrow in and then finish it, it's 4 and 4 rockets. Pretty good.
So I think I'm actually going to use the 2 as a wild.
Okay.
Because that finishes that row. So I get 2 rockets and an X. Can I use the X before my 2 rockets?
No, I believe you have to use them left
order?
to right.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not the best. So maybe I should rethink this then.
It's fine. I got all night.
Yeah, I'm gonna just 2 of planning it.
Okay.
9 of leaves, 8 of robots, 13 of energy.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
All garbage.
Yeah, I can't do anything with that.
I can use the 8 as a wild, and so I guess I will.
I can use the 9 as a wild, so I'll do that.
Whew.
11 of plants.
We're about to go through this deck a second time, which is not something that happens very often in Welcome to.
Or 12 of planning.
It's interesting, I guess. I guess in theory, lower player count games are going to be longer, more turns, because the game ends when someone triggers an end condition, and there's just less people who might do that. Those plants are out. I guess it's the... Oh, okay, I'm going to take the 11 as a wild down here, getting myself 2 rockets and an X. And I'll put that X... Where would I like an X? Do we have plants coming up? We do have plants coming up. Okay.
This is the bottom. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we're shuffling again. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to just put it here and hope that I can nail another 2 rocket with that.
So I am going to probably waste a shitload of rockets.
Always good.
Yeah, right.
Well, right now you kind of need to. They're not wasted because you need to repair those. Other than not wanting to repair them for objective purposes.
Right. So I'm going to do... Oh, not an X. I'm going to be getting an X, but I'm putting an 8 in to get it, which gets me 2 rockets and an X. And that X has so many good places to go.
I'm not even sure if that was sarcastic.
No, it has a lot of good places to go. So I'm going to put it here. I'm going to get 3 rockets, which 2 of them go up here.
Yep.
And another X.
Oh.
Which I'm going to put... here.
You sure about that?
Yes.
Because that makes you take the lead, which I don't like.
4 rockets. And then 4 rockets
Wow,
again.
it even repairs all your sabotages?
Yeah, it worked out.
You're 1 rocket ahead of me right now.
Nice. Excellent.
That's brutal. All right.
All right. Shuffle it up.
Bring it on. All right. I need the plants on the right to come with a number below 5. That would help me out a lot.
So I also have the top... Oh, no, I don't have the top section filled. I'm missing 1 number. Oh, I probably should have filled that in. Oh, well. I need that campaign star.
Yeah, I mean, just doing that is worth the same as winning the game.
Right.
It's an odd balance they've struck with that.
Oh.
Yeah, I got the last deck here. Always weird trying to shuffle these that are like have material things on both sides, but all right. Okay, and then read them and weep.
5 of energy. It's
nope.
Good. 14 of robots.
Okay.
13 of leaves.
Terrible leaf
this
outcome.
Is not good for me.
I can take the 14 of robots though, put it here. Get 3 rockets, 2 of which are wasted. I am not optimizing my rockets well. And then I get to draw an X.
I guess I have to take a 5 wild. I'm running out of wilds. That's not gonna be great.
Okay, I have good news for you. You get some sabotages. You wanted those, right?
Yay.
uh,
Dangerously close to ending the game on sabotages.
That's true. I'm dangerously close to ending the game on rockets now, though, because I get 3 and 3. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
I've never seen the tiebreaker row filled up. That's how inefficiently I'm rocketing here.
9 of energy, 11 of plants, 10 of water. Oh, 10 of water.
I guess.
That gets me 2 sets of 3 rockets.
Yeah, I can't use the other ones at all, so it has to. I have to place the 10 of water. You got 2 sets of 3 rockets for that?
I did.
I don't even have that arrow filled in. Alright, but I am gonna... This is hard, this kind of situation. Do I put the 10... Am I gonna see an 11 and up, or a 8 or 9? They have probably pretty similar odds, because 8 and 9 are way more common. I'm gonna bet on... an 8 or 9, and I'm gonna put the 10 here.
Alright, let's see some big numbers. 2 of water. Oh, that's fine too.
Yeah.
6 of robots. 5 of leaves.
Okay.
Ooh. Alright. Oh, god damn it. So I'm putting my 2 in my last wild spot here, which gets me 2 rockets and an X, and that X is going to go up here to get me 4 more rockets, which are all tiebreaker rockets, and I finished the top portion of the rocket. Did you also win?
I did also trigger the end of the game there.
Actually, only got 3 of these because I had to repair one.
Oh, right.
So you win because of all your tiebreaker.
It does look like I win on the tiebreaker.
Right.
That's about as close as they come, though.
I wonder if I could have... Oh, no, I could have totally... I should have X'd here. Would have gotten me 2 more rockets.
Oh, that's true.
But that wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, I'm ahead of you by like 6 or 7 on the tiebreaker. I think it was completing my purple floor that I got the objective and those rockets.
Was
yeah.
really good,
Yeah.
And I'm only 1 away from completing the purple floor, right? So.
Yes. Yeah. If you had gotten 1 more number there.
Well played.
Good game. Good game. Let's see what happens, I guess. And have I... Oh, I have not yet written on the actual scoreboard in here. This feels like the time.
For this, right?
What's that?
We need a pen for that.
Yeah, there. Coincidentally, there's a Sharpie on the other side of the table if you want to awkwardly reach for it. Perfect. But I guess let me wait and resolve the end of this scenario to see if anything else happens. So here it says, if at least one of you has completed these 4 floors, go to chapter 175, otherwise go somewhere else. So we both did it. 175. Experience is undeniably an asset for our success. We have launched our rockets and have exceeded our goals. Congratulations. The player who won the game becomes captain. I'll hold on to that.
All right.
And takes captain card. The number of stars that you earn at the end of the game is indicated. Oh, it's kind of teaching that they're on the sheet. That's fine. Yeah, so only the player in first place earns a star, but on future adventures there will be stars for second and third place, it says. Note the number of stars for each player. Yeah, so it has all this explanation of what to do, and then it says we will not repeat this anymore. So like in the future, you know what to do. So okay, I don't want to. Here, I'll put the cap here because I don't want to lose my spot in this book, or I will never find it. But I will fill in the scorebook. So we've got. Oh, the date, I guess. Okay, we're recording this on, what is today? April 18th. 4/18. And then we've got Brandon, Josh. So I've got, do you feel like I should write the number 2 or draw 2 stars?
Probably.
Whatever I do here has to be stuck to.
Probably the number, because I don't know how many stars we're going to get later, and those
Valid.
boxes don't look like they can hold that many stars.
Valid. Okay, so 2 stars to 1 star. And then it says to write down the number of this chapter so that like if we're stopping here, we can come back to the right place to proceed. Okay. Oh yeah. So and then that is the breaking point. So the rest of this you actually like read the next time you're gonna sit down to play. Which if you have time, then tonight in real life maybe we'll play one more.
Maybe. Yeah.
But I think that's the end of this video. So. Thanks for playing with me, Josh.
Thank you.
Thank you for losing. I always appreciate that.
It was very close.
It was. I'm going to cap this Sharpie before I do anything bad to this game table. Yeah, that was both about the closest game of this, and because this is actually like a very friendly one to sit down and play with kind of light gamers and stuff, it is by far the scenario I've played the most, which maybe was to my advantage. When I played this probably half a dozen times and this was your first game. But
it does seem this is a very friendly welcome to, right? Like these rows aren't that big. You know, it's 6 numbers across for the water row, right? Like even the biggest one, there's 10, right? So there's some room to play with, and you've got the X's, which make that even more generous. And so I think this is overall a pretty friendly version of the game. Despite your constant sabotaging.
Right. And in general, Welcome to the Moon has more player interaction. But yeah, this was the first time I've seen us go through 2 decks and the closest I think I've seen a game be.
How many overflow rockets did you end up with? I see you
I had 11. After. Yeah, I don't actually know whether the rules comment on whether I can have more than 8.
So I had 10. If you include all the ones that went to sabotage.
Right.
And then like because I could have done this, I actually could have had more total rockets and still lost.
Oh, that's true.
Because of the sabotage.
Interesting. Yeah. Well, it's the value of the sabotages, I guess. I mean, they are essentially -1 rocket to your opponents. Flip over. So you commented, and I agree that this is a very friendly version of Welcome to. Flip that over to see a less friendly version. That's what we'll play next time.
All right. Well, I'll erase this first then.
Oh yeah, that'd be that way you don't get anything on the table, but. Let's get your thoughts on board number 2.
Well, this is all kinds of crazy. Yeah, I don't know what's happening here. We'll have to go through the rules on this one too.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm not kidding here. There are 40 numbers here, and you have to label them ascending 1 to 15. There are
some of them are pre-printed. I guess.
No, those are point values. Okay. Yeah, but. That's this one's where it starts to get really brain bending, and then scenario 3 is my favorite and both my favorite and most hated scenario.
That'll be exciting.
Yeah, we'll get to that in the future. But thank you again for the game. Mm-hmm. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this and like other playthroughs, and hey, the channel even as of now has exactly one how to play video. So if you enjoy any of that stuff, we'd love if you would subscribe to Optimal Play, hit the like button on this video. That tells YouTube we're likable so that it will tell more people about us. Everyone wins.
You might be able to put this one up as a like learn and play. Because we went through most of the rules.
We did cover how to play this. Yeah, so the rules for each perfect time for a tangent does like the next thing I was going to say was the sign off. The rules for each of these is actually like only 2 pages, like front and back of a sheet of the rulebook. So I don't know how many people are like seeking out videos to teach them these scenarios when it's literally like 3 minutes of reading the rulebook. But yeah, we take credit for that.
It was a how to play video for me.
There it was, and I think the next one will be too, because who knows what the hell is going on there.
Not straightforward. All right.
Well, we will get to that soon. Until then, be optimal. Cool. Stream's been quiet, which I've kind of figured for late on a Tuesday night. Okay. Move on to the next one. I kind of forgot about my drink. My mouth is dry.
This was good. I'm gonna have to pick up this game. Like I kind of already knew that I was probably gonna pick it up, but like now that I've actually played it, like it's an easy win. Like it's hard for me to imagine playing Welcome to anymore. Like,
sure.
I'm gonna get this and this. I do wish that they had paper and pencil because I don't like the markers.
Oh really?
Yeah. I mean, I get why like the infinite reusability is really nice, but like I just find them to like I always feel like they're messy.
Yeah, and I think that like the original Welcome To's pad of like 100 sheets is plenty.
Yeah.
I don't think that they could have 8 different boards with
Right.
that style, right? Having 8 pads, like I guess.
Well, I mean, they do, but you had to buy them separately.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I guess they did sell separate pads. Yeah, but I can't really see like. I feel like if they did go that route, the pads would only be like 20 pages each or something in this box, and then you'd feel bad about using them up. Yeah, whereas Welcome to
they probably did the right thing. It just because of my personal quirks.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you powered through it. I guess we can set these back up. These deck. Well, I shouldn't say these decks never change. In the intro campaign, these decks are never toyed with, so it's always safe to just shuffle them and set them back up the same way. I did actually, just in leaping through here, I saw some like, oh, there's cards that look like these but have the wild symbol on them, so maybe there's some twists to come. But
this has a more traditional looking Welcome to
it does, and most of them do.
Yeah, I actually really liked the way that this worked, and I'm guessing that this is for score tracking if you want to, but like, I don't know. There's probably an alternate rule set or something.
Yeah, or there's also solo rules that I've never read. So maybe it uses those.
It's probably the solo rules. Yeah, because there's no one you're racing against.
Right. So I was gonna say like you could, if you wanted to, ignore the star system and just play 8 games and add your scores up. You could use those scores, but why would you, like? Yeah. What benefit does that have? Like. I guess it makes it a little less cutthroat feeling, where it's like not all or nothing on winning the stars, and feel like if you were basically tied with me, we would be basically tied instead of
being 2 stars behind doesn't feel as bad as being 50 points behind.
Right, right. This next one only has 1 star available too, although we'll see if the campaign adds another alternate.
I suspected that it will.
But yeah, this was cool. This was I've been curious about what the campaign would do, and I didn't foresee it overlaying cards onto the boards that are also dry erase. Like, I just never kind of imagined that that's what it would do, and I think that's cool.
It is. It was really neat. What's this? Oh, this is just board number 2. Is that what that is?
Yes, that's exactly what that is. Adventure number 2, it calls it. Do you need a break, bathroom, or drink or anything?
I know you're
kind of blocked in, so I can get out of your way. I'll just put the Be Right Back screen up.
think that's a good strategy.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I know 90% chance nothing will come of it, but... Ryan does, and now I'm saying this, I just brought the stream back live and we're just continuing a conversation we were having off camera like it was all on here, so that's fine. But Ryan just got promoted, so I'm that much closer to retiring early and doing a passion business.
Extend my congratulations to him.
Oh, will do, yeah. Okay. Let me wash down that last cookie I ate. There's a lot of little, I assume that this cat is a nod to the one in Alien. It's like Miss Jonesy or something.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
There's a lot of little references in the text here, on here. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's a lot of little sci-fi references. They clearly had fun putting this game together. Okay, game 2. I guess everything is pretty much where it needs to be.
Should we check the locations of everything?
Good call. We could push these up a little bit. This book will not be here forever. So
it's always weird, watching, positioning stuff on the screen, and then, I do something, but then there's a delay. So
there is, and there's this camera has a little bit more delay than this camera. Like this, you've got almost no delay here.
Yeah.
I've never been able to get this camera to be fully real time. And I don't know whether it's a matter of having multiple cameras plugged in or if it's just the nature of that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, kind of annoying. At least the frame rate on it is okay right now. There are also configurations of settings on this that cause it to slow way down, frame rate wise. That I was struggling to get it to look acceptable and be at a good frame rate, but finally got it decent. These not being perfectly aligned was driving me nuts. Obviously, they won't be once we start playing. In fact, I guess for this, if this is in the right place, these need to go up a little bit to have room to draw them.
Yeah.
Or at least if we're going to draw them below like we were before.
And then the individual zoom cams?
Yeah. I'm perfect.
That's great.
Oh, damn. You could move over 1 inch. In fact, maybe I'll move a little bit so that I'm less in your shot.
There we go.
But I think that'll still be fine on mine. Oh,
yeah. Oh, yeah, you got plenty of space. All right, then.
Boom. Good call. All right. Where am I? I'm not... Sometimes I almost start the intro and then realize I don't know what the end of that first sentence is going to be. I think it'll be coming to you live from our journey to the moon. Sure, that'll do. Come to you live from our journey to the moon. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Josh.
And I usually say this is optimal play and forgot that, so it is. Hi Josh.
Hello.
How have you been since our last game of Welcome to the Moon?
Pretty good.
Yeah, we took we
candy break.
Yeah, ate some candy, some cookies. We're all sugared up. Now we just kind of finish this game before the crash.
There we go.
We are here continuing our advanced campaign of Welcome to the Moon. Advanced meaning we skipped the recommended first 8 scenarios that you play that have kind of basic rules and got to the part that has a little bit more of the legacy style.
We're not basic.
No, we're not basic. You don't know how to play though, so
correct.
At least don't know how to play each of the new adventures that we get to. You've been around the block on Welcome too.
Yes.
Around the neighborhood.
Around the neighborhood, yeah.
But so we will in a second dive into kind of the campaign text, and then I'll teach you the adventure. But first, let me remember to be a good YouTuber and say, hey, if you like playthroughs or like our faces or I don't know anything, just I don't even care if you like us. Just hit the like button. That'd be cool. And subscribe to the channel. It's how we grow, how we meet new people. We don't meet them per se.
They kind of meet us, but we don't meet them.
Yeah.
But we could if they join the stream.
Well, that's true. We are recording this live into YouTube streaming, so we may interact with the chat should anyone be there. But it is late on a Tuesday night, so my expectations are not high in that department. But with that, shall we dive in?
We shall.
I won the first game, bagging 1 more star than you towards our campaign score and keeping the captain title.
And you won on the tiebreaker.
So I did. Yeah, you had to remind me. Okay, so here's where we continue our story. On our first journey to the moon, there were many problems due to the lack of coordination and anticipation. Let's not repeat the mistakes that ultimately led to our doom. Follow my instructions. And then I have a choice about what my instructions are.
Ooh.
It could be, let's focus on the resources of the space stations, or let's watch out for the slightest interference.
Well, what happened last time?
Well,
do you remember?
last time we got to the moon without much difficulty.
Well, I mean,
it's
like
when
in
we
the,
got
like,
to the moon.
the pre...
Oh, well, the choices are a little different.
Okay.
So the first time through, you do similarly make choices, but they do there's always two choices, and they do exactly one thing. They decide which of two sets of objectives will be on the table. That's all that they do. This is cool. We learned the first time that this is more
Very
consequential.
different,
Yeah. And I've played this adventure before. I know the gist of what the space stations are up to. So I kind of want to pick the one that I have no idea what this means. Let's watch out for the slightest interference.
All right.
All right, so I'm going to go to chapter 88.
Who do you think is interfering? Is it the robots?
Oh, maybe. Let's see. Alert! We're about to find out in the next sentence. Our radars have detected a UFO. That's different from the first time through. Our scanners tell us that the passengers are all dead. It's odd, but we have also detected the presence of an unknown plant life. We had not located this flying saucer before. Could it be from the space-time distortion? We must know.
It sounds like Last of Us fungus.
It does, actually. Don't love that. Let's go and explore. This just says... So, I don't love the way this is templated because it says, play Adventure 2, period. Which makes it sound like you can close the book and play. But then it goes on to tell you how it's going to modify it. Warp 2A, the flying saucer. Take the campaign warp cards, 184 to 189. I found them. They're flying saucers.
All right.
I guess similarly to last time, there's probably it's 6 cards because it's 1 per player.
They all look the same to me.
For this game, each player takes one of these cards and places it on the 2A side of their sheet. The card must cover part of the space station number 2 on the left of the sheet. Part of space station number 2. So the space stations are, if I zoom in on these, they are numbered there?
Like this.
Oh, yeah, I think you figured out what it meant perfectly. Yeah. Okay. I'll do the same on my board. Okay.
Oh, mine's probably not in the shot anymore. Do we care?
Oh, let's, I mean, it's in that shot. Yeah, you could probably scoot over. There. Perfect. Okay. The UFO operates as a space station, which I'll explain to you in a moment, but differently as it's connected to space station number 2. To circle a plant on the UFO with a plant action, you must write down the associated number in a zone connected to the station number 2. To get the multiplier bonus of the UFO first, maybe the order we should do this in the future is I teach you the basics and then we read the modifiers so that it makes sense.
That might make sense, yeah.
But I guess I'm committed now. To circle a plant on the UFO with a plant action, you must write down the associated number in a zone connected to station number 2. To get the multiplier bonus of the UFO, first you must activate all robots of station number 2. Note that the lowest multiplier bonus of station 2 gives out an energy bonus that must be used immediately. Oh, okay, so it actually changed like that times 7 that's on there. It added a little, Then you'll be able to get the multiplier bonus of the UFO by activating the 3 exploration capsules using energy. To do so, instead of performing the usual energy action, circle a capsule. At the end of the day, add up the UFO score with the one from station number 2. The UFO, okay, there's plants there, all right. Note that the UFO is considered as a fully fledged space station when accomplishing missions. Whew. Okay. And that's it.
All right, now what does all that mean?
Okay, what does all that mean? I'm realizing, this is a great video here, that I always, one, between the robots and the plants, they both have to do with space stations. One of them cares where you place the number and the other one doesn't, and it's kind of, like from a game design perspective, it's kind of arbitrary, and I always forget which one. Okay, plants you can circle no matter what. Robots, you have to put the number in the right zone. Okay. Da, da, da. Wait, no, wait. Oh, never mind. It is the plants. Okay, you have to connect it. Okay, you have to connect the plants to the right zone. The robots you don't. Sorry for that. I swear this video will be good. So here is Adventure 2. It is our trajectory from Earth to the Moon. Welcome to rules remain the same basics. We're going to take a number and action combination. Have to write that number. There's just only one row here, and numbers still have to be ascending from 1 on Earth to 15 at the Moon, or like because it's also not super intuitive here. Like where's the low end and where's the high end of this? It's from Earth to the Moon is the best way to remember that. Obviously, you would just not be able to fill in very many of these when there's only 15 numbers. So I've got good news for you. I've got good news and bad news for you. You can draw lines dividing this into various zones. And so the way you do that is with the energy action. Every time you take the energy action, and let me zoom in on my own board so it's a little closer. Every time you take the energy action, you'll circle one of these energy icons, and you can notice one is circled already. And then each time that you have circled a column of 2 of them, then you can draw a line breaking up the trajectory into multiple zones. And so say I do this and I draw this line here. Now the 1 to 15 rules apply to this and separately again to this.
I see.
And so you had to follow the 1 to 15 rules for the whole thing to start, but as soon as you divided it up, now, like, hopefully before you drew that line there, you didn't put a 9 here, right?
Right.
Because that may have seemed like it was in the middle of the big trajectory, but it becomes a problem once you start drawing lines. And so that's kind of the brain bending part of this is figuring out how to think ahead with your number placement and divide those up. So you can divide the trajectory into as many as, I guess it would be 7 zones if you drew 6 lines, right? So you get that for every 2 energy. How
many total spaces do we have?
40, I believe.
Okay.
I have not counted just now, but I've counted it in the past, and that's my recollection is that it's 40. So that is the big picture of how the numbers work here, and also we've covered the energy action. We'll circle back to reiterate because the energy action also affected the UFO, but let's circle back to that last. So this is a mission where we are kind of like classic Welcome to. We're just doing a lot of formulas to get our score at the end, and it's point salad. Highest points at the end wins and gets the 1 star here. We did not end up getting an offer for an extra star like we did the first time.
Oh,
I just realized.
All right. Then.
Yeah. So to go through kind of the actions, we've covered energy. There are plant actions. As you know, this is where a lot of your points will come from. I mean, you can have different strategies, but you'll probably want to do some of this. Each time that you take a plant action, you can circle a plant on a space station where this track of robots, or if that track of robots that connects the space station to our trajectory is connected to the zone where you put the number. If that makes sense. So at the start, anyways, yeah. So if I take a 9 of plants and put the 9 here, I could circle any plant. But once I've drawn a line here, all of a sudden this is the only space station that's connecting to this part of the trajectory, and it would have to be here. Yeah.
So you could actually create a zone that connects to nothing, to no space stations rather, not to nothing, but.
Correct. Yes, you can. And then there would be no value to taking plant.
You're almost
actions
likely to because.
Yeah, there's only 4 space stations. Yeah. So that is how you circle these plants. These plants are worth points at the end of the game equal to the modifier or the multiplier that you've circled here. How do you circle those multipliers? With robots. So every time you take a robot action, you'll place that number anywhere, and then that's the one that actually it doesn't matter where you placed the number. You can mark off any or circle or whatever you want to do, any robot, and then as soon as you've marked off all the robots connecting to a space station, you can circle one of the multipliers. You circle the higher multiplier if you were the first of the players to connect there, and the lower multiplier if you were not the first.
Makes sense.
So the plants and the robots, both of them only contribute to points at all if you've connected you've connected the robots to the space station and circled it, like at least one plant there. If the robot track is not complete, then the plants you've circled are worth 0.
Okay.
And so there's kind of this section in the scoring here where the space stations are numbered, so you would calculate your points from each space station and fill them in. So that's plants and robots. Water is simpler. It works a lot like the pools do in Welcome to, and in fact, in most of the future adventures we're going to play from this box, it works very similarly to this, where if you take a water action and you place that number on one of these water tanks, then you simply circle the number there, and you'll get that many points.
Yep.
And at the end of the game, you'll just total up all the circled numbers and get that many points for water. What other actions are there? Astronauts. So astronauts are going to do. A lot of these actions are going to start being familiar as we play future adventures. They do the same things. Astronauts are going to do their normal thing here, unlike the first mission. They let you modify the number that's paired with them by plus or minus 1 or 2. Again, you're familiar with that from original Welcome to.
Yep.
So when you take the astronaut, you can. It's an astronaut with a 14. You can treat that number as anything from a 12 to a 16, and yes, you can go above 15. You cannot go below 0. So it's a weird slight asymmetry where on the 1 side you only can go down by 1, and on the 15 side you can go up by 2.
Yeah.
Don't know why.
Same thing in Welcome to, I believe.
Yeah.
And then you mark off one of these guys, I
You
guess?
do, yes. So then there's also these astronauts. You mark off one of these astronauts each time you use one. And for every 2 of them that you have, you circle one of these symbols that you might recognize as the wild symbol from last time. And then on future turns, you may use those up, marking them off, to kind of like we did, or similar to the first adventure. You can then use a number and treat it like a different action. So I guess it's not that similar because that had wild spaces.
Yeah.
I'm getting a little bit twisted up here in the way I explained this. But so let me forget the first adventure. For every of the wild icon you've circled, you can, on a future turn, treat an action as if it were a different card. Then there's planning. Planning does its most common effect, which is when you take a planning action, you'll write the number that went with it, and then also you can write an X anywhere.
Oh.
So the planning action is the equivalent of the BIS, the duplex kind of action, but you don't actually, in Welcome to the Moon, have to place the X next to the number that you wrote. Right. You can place it anywhere. And then in this one,
it's not negative.
It's not negative here. On a lot of the adventures, it will be a negative. Okay. So it just has to do with, I guess, how powerful they think it is on any given board. On this one, you do just like the astronauts. You mark them off, and for every 2, you get a wild. So you actually have an upside to using them. I think that the reason that the X's are not considered valuable on this is because you'll quickly be like, oh, I have this zone here. I would really like to place 4 plants, and there's already 3 spots left. And the last thing I want to do is fill them with X's. Yeah. They're not super helpful on this board. That was astronauts, energy, planning, water, plants, robots. I think that's all the actions. Other end game scoring. There is, and shoot, this iconography is throwing me a little bit, so I'm double checking that I get this right. Yes, so this one here on the points, you get points equal to the number of spaces in your largest completed zone. So whatever zone you've walled off and completed, whatever the length of it is, you get that many points. Okay. So it'll probably be like 7 or 8 or 9, something like that. And then this one is points to the player, 20 points for the player who has the most completed zones. So that actually, the first one rewards you for having few large zones, and the second one rewards you for having a lot of smaller zones.
Yeah.
And so that's 20 points to the first player, 10 points to the second player. In a 2-player game, that's all that we will use. You must have at least 1 complete zone to get anything. You can't get points for having 0 complete zones. And then over here is back to kind of standard Welcome to, where each time that you cannot place a number at all, you'll mark off one of these error spaces, and these are negative points at the end of the game. The first 2 times that it happens, you get a free energy, is what that symbol there means. So I guess that
happens, the game is over.
Yes. But hopefully when the free energy has given you some walls to draw, then you can now place numbers again, I guess is the idea there. we should have objectives. Here we go. Why don't you just sight unseen pick an A, a B, and a C out of my hand here.
Which ones are which?
Oh, so they're like the red background is A, and so on. Yeah. All right. So our objectives will be, excuse me, to have all the plants circled on 2 space stations.
Okay.
To have completed zones of 6, 4, and 2 length.
Okay.
And to have 4, I believe, shoot, I'm going to look up this one. This one is either 4 water tanks in the same zone or 4 consecutive water tanks circled. It's 4 water tanks, but it's with an extra wrinkle, I remember. That one is 4 consecutive water tanks on your trajectory. They do not all have to be in one zone, but they do have to be 4 in a row as they appear on the board.
All right, then.
So let's just reiterate really quick what the heck was going on with this UFO. So the UFO operates as a space station, but it's connected to station number 2. So you can circle the plants on the UFO as when you put a plant action number on the trajectory connected to space station, or on the zone connected to space station number 2, and thus the UFO. Mm-hmm. And then you get to the UFO by using energy actions to circle these rockets instead of doing the regular energy thing. Oh. But, and the last thing I want to know is, do you have to, but first you have to activate all the robots to station 2. So you have to first do the robots, then do 3 energy actions, then you can circle, or then you can get the multiplier on the UFO. You can circle the plants anytime, just make sure that if you waste your action circling those plants, you intend to get all the way there.
Right.
The last thing it added was that if you are the second person, or I guess not the first, but it's a 2-player game, to station 2, and you get this ×7 multiplier, you immediately get 1 energy action as a little bit of a balancer, I guess.
And getting there is the robots.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's circling all the robots, yeah. Okay. Any questions?
Nope. I think I'm good. But
all right.
I will probably have questions at a later time.
Well, once I'm in competition mode, I don't intend to answer them, so...
Fair enough.
Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Wrong, right?
Yeah, there we go. No, that's only when I'm the storyteller and blow on the clock tower. Okay, then. Let's flip them.
All right. 7 of leaves, 12 of planning, and 9 of leaves. Those are not the best numbers.
No energy there to get our zones started. And then, yeah, it's like if you place the 7, it's tempting to put it in the dead center because that's how the trajectory works right now, but when you draw that line later, you might regret it. It's already difficult.
It's also interesting in that, like, you really don't want to take planning and astronauts very often because there's only 6 instances in which it does anything for you.
Yeah, as far as gaining the wilds, like the main reason you take the astronauts or the planning is because you really want to modify the number or really want the X,
right.
I think.
That's fair.
The X in particular, though, like you do in the very late game, you might want to complete zones to get the points, but other than that, they're not accomplishing much for you. So, I don't know. I'm going to just assume I'm going to mark off this trajectory near Earth pretty quickly and put like a 7.
Yeah, I feel like
here.
I'm going to do something crazy like that too.
And then I'm going to circle... Oh, no. I'm going to the cool UFO, so I'm circling a plant up here.
I'm going to do a 9 over here.
Okay.
Yeah, it does seem like we should be going after the... They seem to be even if I am second, I get a bonus, so, you know.
It's true. You get a bonus and you get potentially... I guess the UFO is worth as much as 24 points to the first person to get there and 16 to the second. That's a pretty big gap.
It is.
Really, in a 2-player game, I feel like the 20 versus 10 points here is really significant.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm worried about that.
9 of water, 5 of energy, 9 of robots.
I forgot this again. I added it as an afterthought the first time, but I I don't know what good this does now, but I was going to suggest that if you're watching this, play along.
Right.
Grab your copy of Welcome to the Moon, and as we flip the cards, play on your own Adventure 2 board, and then let us know in the comments how you compare.
They're only one round behind. They can
maybe you already had that idea independently. Maybe that's why you pulled up a Welcome to the Moon playthrough video. But yeah, just putting that out there. Anyway,
hopefully they play a game that has better numbers coming up.
Yeah, really. Well, except I think the idea of playing along with us is that it would be using the same numbers as us. Otherwise, what's the point?
No. I get that. I was just saying, like, you could just use your own cards and get better numbers than these.
That's fair. Yeah. We should rig the decks to have great numbers so we can be like, that's why you should come to Optimal Play. Is
everything's
to get the good numbers. Yeah. Am I ready for an energy? No. I'm gonna do this. What's Josh gonna do?
Real bold. I'm gonna do a 9 of water here.
Oh, I didn't even realize. Were there 2 plants last time? There were. I didn't even realize that you took the 9 versus my 7.
Oh yeah.
Because I knew we both circled the same plant. I thought that we had done the same move, but we actually did quite different moves. Oh, so
making this not bite me in the nuts later is going to be hard.
But you can't place that 9 though, because you already have a 9 in this zone.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, you gotta use the 5. You've already you screwed up, friend.
Evidently. Okay, we'll do a 5 here, and we will go ahead and get this energy.
That's funny that tiny difference between which number we chose for our plant action has now set us off in completely different directions.
I'll do...
The 5 is... Oh, it's energy. Oh, so you're drawing your line. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Gutsy. I like it.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it works.
I took a water. So I've got points on the board. Yeah.
3 of leaves, 1 of energy.
Whoa.
Or 11 of leaves.
I mean, who can resist a 1 of energy?
1 of energy is a really good... And I have 2 good spots for it.
I'm going for it.
Yeah, I think that's...
And then let's draw my line here. I'm going to do that. Okay. Is that where you... It's not quite where you drew.
One off from me.
Okay.
This is nice because like already our boards are like really different, whereas in the first one we had like the same first 5 moves or something.
Yeah, I feel like it was more than 5. I feel like it was like the first time through the decks that we were not identical, but quite similar.
Really similar. All right, 9 of water, 7 of robots, and 13 of energy.
Okay. 13 of energy. It's just awkward because I'd have to commit to where that 13 is going.
Yeah. I'm gonna take that 9 of water.
I'm gonna take the 13. I'm just trying to think through where it's gonna go.
I couldn't get the 9 of water last time, so now I'm gonna make up for it. The 13 was attractive.
I'm gonna put the 13 like here.
Okay.
So I won't be able to go much higher than this for now, but when I get 1 more energy, I should draw a line around there and then be set. Okay. 15
of energy.
Wow.
There you go. That worked real nice for you. 14 of energy. Or 2 of astronauts. Oh, all of those are good.
Yeah. Can you have anywhere good to draw a 0? Now's your chance with that astronaut.
Yes, I do. I have a great spot for a 0, right?
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I don't think I can pass that up.
I think I'm going to pass that up.
Like the 15 of energy is also extremely compelling.
Yeah, that's what I'm taking. I'm going to just put it on the moon.
Yeah, that's a great spot for it.
And then I need to draw another zone line.
Okay, so now we got to the good cards. So...
Oh, yes, yeah.
Makes up
finally some good cards. Okay.
Like every single one of these, like, I mean, this is obviously just not a good pick, right? 14 of energy, but that's only because the 15 of energy is there. Otherwise, it would be fantastic.
Yeah. You're right.
All right.
Okay, let's do it.
8 of energy, 8 of robots, or 11 of plants.
Huh. And remember, now that we've drawn lines, it starts to become really important that you have to circle plants on the zone where you wrote the number.
Yeah.
But robots, you do not. You can write that 8 anywhere and circle a robot anywhere. So that, I think, is what I'm going to do. 8 of robots. Heading for the UFO.
I'm doing... Wait, robots can be anywhere.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm doing the same.
Okay. The race is on.
It is. 14 of plants, 6 of astronauts, or the 8 of robots.
Another 8 of robots.
Yeah.
14 of plants seems pretty cool. But where would I put it?
Oh, I don't have
Oh,
good...
I literally can't put the 14 of plants on the trajectory where I want to circle the plant already.
Yeah,
it can't go on my major zone here.
Right, I'm having a similar issue.
Huh.
This is an interesting...
It's a tough one.
Hard. So, when I get a wild here, that's a wild symbol or a wild number?
Wild symbol.
Okay.
Same number. Right? I'm gonna do a sanity check here. You get a wild symbol. Wild action. You can use circle wild action whenever you want it. To use it, cross it off, and then use any of the 6 possible actions instead of the one from your number action combination. So yes, it changes the action. The number must remain the same. Unless you use the wild to change the action into an astronaut, then you could modify the number.
Okay.
And I guess you would gain another. You would also mark off an astronaut. So it's like you're only using half a wild.
I think
Astronautception.
I'm gonna go with the 14 of plants over here, because that's still connected to Space Station 2.
Oh, well, I'm happy for you. That doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
And I could decisions, because that 14 would go great next to this 15, but it's on a water tank. Do I want to hold?
You can't get every pool.
You can't get every. You're right. You can't get every pool. All right, I'm gonna put. Oops, that's a 14. I'm gonna mark the 14 here. Not get that water tank, but circle a plant up here. See what comes of that.
3 of plants, 4 of astronauts. Could be a 2 of astronauts, or a 10 of planning.
3 of plants is pretty appealing.
Oh yeah, I see. I really fucked up my first space station, because if I put, I guess the robots can come from anywhere, but I only have 5 numbers left, and they could all be plants.
And luckily, you haven't circled any of your robots yet, because that would be if you realize you can't get very many of the plants, all of a sudden that would be in retrospect
So
a total waste. But
real careful about what I do over here.
Yep. So I'm gonna put that 3 here.
I think I'm actually
and circle a plant.
Yeah, I'm going in the same space as you actually.
Oh, funny.
Because I've got.
Oh yeah, it leaves because you have a 0 there. Yeah. It leaves
we're in the same spot.
All right, so we're both holding our breath for
one or two of water. We know
what
what we're both taking. 6 of astronauts, 1 of plants, 6 of energy.
1 of plants.
Yeah, 1 of plants is not.
I would sacrifice this tank and just place the 1 of plants there, except that this is where I was hoping to get the objective of 4 consecutive. And so that breaks that, and then I have to find somewhere else to do it.
Too. The real problem is that 4, 5, 6. I guess I could probably bank on a 4 and 5 coming up at some point, but I don't love how it's squeezing.
Yeah.
Over here.
I think. Oh, okay. Though. I've already circled 1 plant up here. I'm gonna put the 1 here and circle a plant.
I need to get me some energy, so I'm gonna do the 6 of energy, and I think that's legal. Yeah, because I need to get a divider line in here.
Yeah, you do.
Let's maybe go here. I think that seems okay.
That is the same place I drew mine, so.
It is. All right.
I support that.
8 of robots, 4 of energy, or 5 of water.
5 of water.
5 of water is looking really good.
I like that.
5 of water, right here, next.
Here's
Yeah,
my
this is-
question. Am I really going to get this tank?
I don't know.
Or should I give up on it and go for, like, throw the 5 up here?
Whatever you do, just make sure it's the wrong decision.
Thanks. I don't actually think I think my odds of pulling this off are really low, so I'm going to put the 5 here. Getting those water points. And, even if the objective falls through for me, like, that's still 7 points.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world.
Still not bad at all. Yeah. All right, let's go.
5 of robots. 13 of astronauts could be a 15.
It could.
9 of energy.
I don't have any use for a 15. 9 of energy
I
is
could place
interesting.
A 15, but actually 15 might not be a terrible idea for me.
I think I am going to do this.
And that would give me a wild. Yeah, I gotta take that 15.
Oh, you did the astronaut. Okay.
Yeah. Because I get a wild out of it, so.
Yeah. I took took 5 robots and now have taken the lead on the way to the UFO. So.
Okay. 7 of robots.
Ooh.
7 of water. 4 of energy. Oh man.
Ooh.
I need
4 of
a couple
energy is a 4 is pretty great.
A 4 is pretty great.
I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna put the
I-
4 right
I
there.
have to. I got a 3 and a 5. Same spot as you.
Yeah.
And then.
As much as taking the robot would have gotten me the ×9, but
Yeah.
I'm still.
And lines are important, so.
Yeah, they sure are.
Yeah, getting the robot would have been a good choice too. 11 robot, 5 leaf, or 10 energy.
Tenergy, as they say. Yeah.
I don't know.
I took the 10 of energy. But where do I draw the line? I want to be able to get a lot more plants here, so I need to be pretty generous with that space. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That feels right.
I'm going to take the 11 of robots because I got to catch up to you.
Okay, I like it.
8 of robots, 11 of robots,
Oh, wow.
13 of plants.
13 of plants is pretty cool.
It is.
But do you win the robot race? I have to take this
I think
8.
we're both like compelled.
6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
8 of robots.
So we both get the.
So we both get the ×9 and neither of us gets the bonus energy as a result? Oh, that's funny. Okay. Oh, and you have all 3 plants that are circled. Interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
2 of water.
Ooh.
That's I think we're taking that.
I think we
4
are.
of plants and 10 of planting.
I am absolutely taking that 2 of water.
Yeah, because I don't have 3 of the 4.
Yeah, same. Oh, yeah, when I took this one, I kind of thought it was a backup plan to head this way, but all of a sudden I have 3. So do you, though.
Yeah.
All right.
11 of robots, 9 of planning, or 8 of planning.
Hmm.
Oh, what's up
11
with these
of
11
robots.
of robots? That keeps coming up.
And now to get to the UFO, it's an energy action, which is interesting. Huh. I think it is unlikely that I am going to get a pool here.
I'm doing something different than you for sure, because I'm going to use my wild.
Whoa, that is different.
And I'm going to use that to create a 9 of water, getting my 4 in a row water. So I get to snake that good 15 bonus.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
You used the wild to get the water to
Yeah.
beat me to the objective. Wow.
How do I mark that?
Yeah, so you can go ahead, and this was worth 11 points for the first person. Go ahead and write 11 in the C on here.
Ah, right.
And then
Seemed
it's
like
only
a good
6 when I
move.
do it. Yeah, I think that was a great move, and I didn't see it coming.
12 of lightning energy, I guess. 10 of water, or 6 of plants.
Damn, right after I gave up on this water tank and I put an 11 there, the 10 comes up. That would have been just fine.
There's some good choices here.
Yeah, there sure are.
I'm gonna go with that 10 of water though.
I'm gonna take the 6 of plants.
It just works really nicely with my line I got going here. All right, 5 of astronauts, 15 of robots.
Whoa!
We'd love to see a 15, although I don't think I can use it very well. 7 of energy.
I can use the 15 just fine. I'm gonna take it.
I'm gonna do the 7, and I'm gonna get.
Oh, you're going to the UFO already.
I am.
Oh no.
10 of plants.
I figured I had the advantage getting to the UFO because I have one more
3
line drawn
plants.
than you. I thought you'd want one more energy to
do
divide
want
up a
another
zone.
energy, but I just I didn't choose that.
Well, I'll look forward to it coming back to haunt you. 10 of plants.
This is already kind of haunting me.
Yeah, this is.
See, I got this nice
one.
gap here between 10 and 15.
Yeah.
It's not what you want.
No. I am more than happy to circle more plants, so I'm gonna go 10. Circle a plant there.
I don't know where I'm gonna get all these
Yeah.
robots.
What are you up to?
Robots. I think I'm gonna do the 3 of plants here, and just hope for the best over there.
Oh, okay.
Final track to the moon.
Okay.
10 of water, 12 of robots, 7 of planning.
Okay. 10 of water. All right, so I've got a little bit of a slight decision here. If I put it here, I leave room for a 9 of water, but that has to be a 9 of water to complete the objective. Or I could just put the 10 there and be like, you know what, I completed the objective.
Yeah, you didn't put your line in a great spot to be wasting numbers over there. That's tough.
Yeah, I definitely built a big zone.
I think I'm just gonna go ahead and mark this. Well,
it's also an option to take the 12.
The 12. I think I'm almost
robot.
definitely taking the 12.
I think I'm gonna do that too.
But
I'm
I
gonna
don't
put it down
know.
here.
I just have
Circle
no idea
that.
where I want my robot. Because like the 12 here is attractive. I could also go here pretty easily.
Yeah, remember that you can circle
need 2 more leaves.
You can circle a robot anywhere you want. Remember.
Right.
Yeah.
And it could go up here too, actually. But that's wasting. I don't know that I want to bank on getting a 13.
Yeah, that's tough.
So I'm gonna put it here. 12 of robots. And then I'm gonna get, I guess, this robot, because if I circle the leaf over there, I need to go for it.
I like it.
We're out.
Oh, time to shuffle. Okay.
This is a little mind bending.
It is. Wait till
I
the
really
next
need
one.
to get some more energy.
I'll tease you about the next one at the end of this one. It is. I think I said earlier that number 3 is my favorite and most hated.
Yeah.
Adventure. Actually, well, I hate it for a different reason than number 6. One of them is Welcome to Pandemic.
Oh.
Viruses are spreading.
There you go.
That might be my most hated, actually. But it's not as brain-bending as Mission 3 is. Okay, brain.
We have 8 of astronauts, 9 of planning, 8 of energy. Ooh, 8 and 9 are not great numbers for me.
Interesting. 8 of energy, yeah, that's a bad one. For me, too. Even though I want to get back in on the UFO race.
Okay, well, I guess I'm wasting this water capsule and getting an 8 of energy. But that at least gets me another line to draw, which I desperately need.
Yeah.
I think it's going here.
I'm going to also take the 8 of energy, but I'm going to put it here and use it to make progress toward the UFO.
Nope, wrong spot. Definitely the wrong spot, because I don't have my UFO leaves circled. Oh, that sucks.
Oh yeah, you gotta leave. You still have to leave room on that trajectory for the UFO plants. Yeah, it's rough.
Yeah, this is gonna be a Dinky zone doesn't do anything for anybody. All right.
Okay, I see
3
some
of
plants.
robots.
Give me a good plant number.
7 of water. 10 of plants.
That's fine.
10 of plants is fine, yeah. 3 of robots is...
Is it fine?
Not as fine.
Maybe it's not fine. Maybe I hate the 10 of plants. Yeah, I hate it.
Okay. I should really think about that 3, because I got this shit going on over here.
Yeah, me too. I have the exact same layout as you there. 1 blank blank 5.
And robots can go anywhere, so that's helpful.
They sure can.
You know what? I'm doing 10. 10 fits right there next to my 9.
Do I have to do the 10? The 10 would waste water, but it would get me a UFO plant circled.
That's nice.
No, I'm gonna wait for the stars to align on that. Instead, I'm gonna go 7 of water up here and just circle that. Get 5 points.
Great.
Yeah.
8 of astronauts, 6 of energy, 7 of energy.
Huh.
Well, I don't want that over there so much.
Easy choice.
Oh, lucky you.
I'm 2/3 the way to the
Yeah, I think
UFO.
I'm almost certainly doing energy as well, so I just got to figure out, where do I want to put this? I guess it should go over here. And it doesn't matter which number it is.
All right.
12 of water, 8 of astronauts, 4 of
No
plants.
energy, so no one's getting to the UFO this turn.
Nope.
4 of plants, don't like that. Oh wait, I like that.
I don't mind that.
Do I need the 12 of water? No. Okay, so here's what I'll do.
Yeah, I'm going 4 of plants over here. I hope I get enough robots.
I also did the 4 of plants, but for me that completed circling the plants on 2 space stations, so I got objective A.
Well done.
So I'll bag those 10 points. And remember, I don't think it's actually likely to happen, but we do trigger the end of the game if any one person gets all 3 objectives. They don't have to be first, they just have to do them all.
7 of plants, 14 of robots, 10 of energy.
7 of plants, easiest decision of my life.
Not. Well, I think 7 of plants is probably right for me as well. I feel like I want the 14, but I don't. Like, that's not where I don't need robots in that zone.
Sure.
So what was it? 7 of plants?
7 of plants.
Yeah, it's right here. So that gets me my second.
Oh, you were just 1 turn behind me. Okay,
yeah.
so you get 5 points.
And that's on A.
And now if you happen to get B, which is to have that zone of 6, zone of 4, and zone of 2...
I don't even know if I have those
then,
size zones.
Yeah.
Should probably figure that out. But
yeah, you'd have to draw kind of a lot more lines, I think, to
Yeah.
make that happen. Because like your only zone that is anywhere near that size is this one, which is 5.
Right.
So I guess you could divide that up into 2, but...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah.
Neither of us.
I was not planning on
Neither
that.
of us really thought about that at all. Yeah.
11 of water, 5 of robots, or 6 of plants.
Well. Yeah.
11 of water fits real nice for me.
It does for me too. A different spot than it does for you. I'm gonna put it here. And you put it where?
Right there by the moon.
Oh, nice. Okay. I don't want to brag, but I got 8 points for mine.
Okay.
I guess I did want to brag.
14 of energy, 8 of energy, 10 of energy.
Wow.
Guess we're getting some energy.
Seems that way.
This is a 15, right? That's right there. That was
I think so.
My astronaut, yeah.
You got to read your own handwriting, bro.
No, it's not. I didn't prepare for that.
I'm gonna put the 14.
8, 10, 14.
I'm gonna put the 14 right there.
Yeah, it's gotta go. Well, you know what? The 10 and the 8 are super safe in this tiny zone. I should do that. I'm just gonna put the 10. I'm gonna put the 8 here.
The 10, 8. So did we just tie on getting to the UFO also?
There was no way around that. We literally had no choice.
I mean, you could have circled one of your...
That's true. That's true. That would have been wrong.
All right. That's hilarious that we both got the ×9 and the ×12.
I need to get some plants over there. 9 of plants. That's not going to help. 5 of astronauts. And 6 of planning.
Oh, the 9 of plants actually could get me that astronaut plant, or that UFO plant, but again, it would be tanking the tank.
That's a big one.
Yeah. I
might need to build up another wild. Maybe I need to punt something for that.
I might be using my first astronaut here, just so I get something playable. Because I don't like these numbers at all. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take the astronaut 5, make it a 4, and write it here, and mark off an astronaut.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot about the astronaut doing the thing. I was just looking at for the wild, but yeah, being able to fit into that spot is great.
Right.
All right, 3 of plants.
3.
4 of robots. 9 of plants. Not helping.
Do I give up on my water objective to get that damn plant? There's not that many, like, I don't know about you, but I only have 6, 7, okay, 8 spaces left, but still, we're getting to the end here. We're getting
close, yeah.
I
don't really want to put a 4 next to an 8, even though I only have 1 space left of it.
If only I had a wild available, then that 9 could be water and solve all my problems.
4 of robots. We're running out of spaces.
Oh, I still need one more robot. Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that I'm not all the way to this space station where I've circled 4 plants. Okay. I'm sold on the robot too. I'm just gonna say screw that water tank, circle that robot, and then get the ×10.
2 of water.
Okay.
10 of plants. 6 of robots.
I think I'll take the 2 of water. Put it here. It does not. Still does not connect.
I kind of need to do.
Still doesn't connect similar. 4 of them for me.
11 of robots, 6 of robots, or 3 of water.
That 3 of water also would have been good in the same spot, but now I've used it. I don't want robots anymore.
I definitely want 1 robot.
But I can't place the 3. I also can't place a 6. I don't think I have any choice but to use the 11 of robots up here. Literally my only play. Then I guess I might as well circle a robot. I don't really envision it mattering.
I need 2 more robots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces left. It's not great.
No. We're getting down to the point where we're going to realize like we've not accomplished any of the things we set out to do.
Yeah, I'm going to have to punt on one of these waters, so I guess it should be the 5-pointer that I waste. So 6 of robots. Let's get that guy going. Now we got 9 of robots, 7 of planning, or 9 of planning.
What is this?
All right. Well, I guess I'm punting on this.
This is terrible.
9 of robots.
I don't want to draw X's. I guess it's 9 of 9 of robots for me too, which is gonna get me. I've reached Space Station 1 for ×6. I have no plant circle there, but I've done it.
7 of energy.
Okay.
12 of plants.
Oh.
5 of energy. 12 of plants is.
I was looking for the 12 of plants. That's gonna get me.
Question is, do I want to put it here or here?
See,
11 is more likely.
I had an 11 where you have the 10, so it was a no-brainer for me.
Yeah. So 12, so 13, 14, 15.
I think you put it here.
I don't think I put
You can always draw an X in the other spaces.
That is true, or I could draw a line. But I think...
yeah, that is true too.
I think I'm going to go here, and then probably hate myself for it later. Alright. 10 of robots. 1 of energy.
1 of
9
energy.
of energy.
9 of energy.
I might not be able to do anything here. Yeah, I can't use these.
Fuck.
So that goes here, so I get an energy.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you. I don't feel like I deserve that congratulations, though.
I have to use this space that I've been saving for the 8-point water that completes my objective. It's the only space that any of these numbers can go.
8-point water. It's really a 14-point water.
It would have been. I can still complete the objective if I get this one.
Oh,
so it's actually not out of the
okay.
question, but that one's even tougher because there's only a 6 can go there. But I see water's coming, so just draw me a 6 and I'll be fine. For now, am I taking the 9 of energy or the 10 of robots? I guess between the two, energy is the one that's theoretically more helpful. So I'll put the 9 here, circle this, and if I get railroaded into doing one more energy, then I can...
8 of water. 1 of energy. 11 of plants. Damn it. I picked wrong with the 12 earlier.
No, yeah, wow. I can't
place anything here again.
I only have, basically, the only numbers that I can place right now are 6 and 13. Anything else I can't place, so I'm gonna mark an error. I get an energy though. Oh, which can actually blow this wide open.
I'm also marking an error and getting an energy, and now I get a line.
Suddenly, I draw a line here, and I can put any number below 7. Wait. Oh, God. Wait. Okay. I guess I should draw it here, because then I can put any number above 5 on the water. But if I mark off this 4, this is a 6, and then if I draw another line, I could complete this objective by creating a 2. What are the odds of that happening?
I don't know.
Tiny. Not that tiny if I get another error and get a free energy. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to do this. I'm going to put the wall here.
So that does seem good.
And then I've got a 4.
That you get.
And assuming I can complete this, I get a 6.
Yeah. So I've got a dilemma. I get a line as well. Now, I could put it here so that I get any number.
Any number but 1.
Any number 1. Or I could put up here so I get any number here. And I still am looking for that plant.
But if you put the wall there where you can get the flexibility on both those numbers, then you're giving up on the plant.
Right.
Oh.
So I don't want to go here because that's costly right now. I think I'm going to go here because this at least buys me 1 round basically for free. There will definitely be one number above a 1.
You would think.
12 of plants. Damn it.
Oh, that couldn't...
4 robots.
No, that couldn't have gone there. You already had a 12.
13 of energy.
I can only place the 4 of robots here, which I don't. I want to get at water, except I probably won't because I can see there's no water coming. So I think it's got to be the 13 of energy here. Circle that. If I get an error next time and the game hasn't ended, then I can draw a line and can actually get this objective. Potentially. I would still have to complete that. Oh, man, this is such a mess.
Yeah. All right, I guess I'm going to do 13 of energy because it's the only thing that even remotely does something for me. But with only 2 spaces left, I don't think it does anything for me.
Yeah.
5 of astronauts,
Ooh.
11 of astronauts, or 11 of planning. That is my 3rd error.
Oh, wow. Okay, so the game ends here.
Yep. So choose carefully.
Yeah, then I guess there's no reason for... Well,
I think
I was going to say there's...
on this one.
So, do you know... I'm not sure what the rules are here. So, the only play that I can make is using that astronaut. Oh, well, it's a 5. I was going to say, can the rules force... Like, could I opt to take an error rather than using, like... modifying an astronaut number and placing it? Like, do the rules of the game understand that there was a play with the astronaut? Yeah. But I guess since I can place the 5, let's say I have to do it.
I would also,
right.
I would also argue that, you get the astronaut, but it's also the last turn, so it doesn't really matter because it was the last turn no matter what.
Yeah, you've ended the game.
And
so
did
did I by filling the trajectory. Yeah, that was guaranteed to be the last turn. No, I guess if I had an error and you did not have an error, we had one more turn. And that's when I was going to get my last water, obviously.
Pretty sure you won this, but let's total it up and find
out. Yeah, let's. I guess I'll zoom in on me. I don't really think it's good TV to watch us zoomed out doing this. So, I'll try not to throw you off too much, but I'm going to narrate what I'm doing here. So I got only these 10 points from objectives. From Space Station 1, I got 0 plants circled, so nothing. Space Station 2, though, 9 times 3 is 27, and 24 from the UFO is 51?
So, and I've got 39, because I didn't get one of those leaves.
Yeah.
Space Station 3,
3
0.
I've got nothing. Space Station 4, I have...
we both have 40?
40.
Yeah. So
wait, didn't you get there a turn after me, though? I think you got the times 7. Otherwise, we would have both gotten the objective.
Right. I think you're right. Yeah, I think I did. I forgot about that. So let me fix that.
I got 40. 91 from Space Stations. That feels pretty good.
That does seem pretty good.
Then adding up my water
7
is...
times 4.
11, 18, 26, 31. How'd you do on water?
Pretty good, I think. Let's find out. 5, 11, 18, 34, plus 7 is 41, 45.
Oh, well, you made up for the 12 on plants there.
Okay.
Okay, so points equal to the length of your longest complete zone. So I think for me that's this one. 12. Damn. That's awesome.
I think it's 9 for me. And then most complete.
Most completed zones. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And I have 4.
That makes sense because we drew the same number of lines. You just didn't finish one.
Yep.
So I'll get 20 points and you get 10 points. And then also I get minus 5. So it does feel like I won.
I think
I will admit. I have 101, 132, 144, 64. All right. I got my score.
128 plus 9 is 137, plus 10 is 147, minus 15 is 132.
Okay. I got 159.
Okay.
So...
yeah, even without my negative, you beat me.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I just edged you out on the UFO plants, on the number of zones, and the number of zones and the errors kind of went hand in hand. You kind of got like double punished for that.
Yeah.
In a 2-player or in a larger player count game where there were more players vying for the most, like probably someone would have gone with a strategy where they drew more lines and took it. Yeah, it's a lot more like black and white who gets those things in 2 players. Sweet. Well, the good guys won again. So that's good.
You get to remain captain yet again?
I guess so. Let's see. We had gone on slightest interference, so we were on chapter 88. Let's see what this says. If a player triggers the end of game by accomplishing the 3 missions, they become the new captain, is actually what this says. But no one did, so I guess it then defaults to who won. So, chapter 72. Unbelievable! This alien spaceship was incredible. The resources that we found will probably allow humankind to gain several years of technological progress. Send all that to the Human Alliance Lab. They will know what to do. This change of plan will help us. We've been more efficient, and we now have more knowledge. I feel that the colonization of the moon will be a success this time. It says to save the game on this dashboard and then resume the campaign from here. So, this was chapter... what was I just reading? 72 is what we'll jot down. And then today is still April 18th as of when we're recording this, and I got 1 star.
And I got 0 stars.
I got triple your score.
Yeah, you do.
You oughta work on that.
Yeah, I hope to.
The
later played this a couple more times.
I have. Also, I like roll and write games. I think that I'm generally pretty good at them. So sorry, I was just distracted. And I've played through the first campaign. There's this entire section down here that says Axel, AXL. If you've met Axel during a campaign, the chart opposite will be useful. And then it has this nonsense campaign of places to write numbers or something under each action, or this nonsense chart. I have no idea what this is, and I'm looking forward to finding out.
But we may never.
We might not. Yeah, maybe it's something that only may happen. I feel like this looks important enough that
seems like it's
going to happen.
Guaranteed.
Yeah. So, how'd you like the second adventure compared to the first?
It was very different. Lot harder, right? Like the first one was it felt like a very friendly welcome to. This one felt like it really lets you trap yourself.
Yes.
Right? Like it's not unfriendly. Like it's just giving you as much rope as you need to hang yourself.
Yeah. Like the first one is almost like bumper bowling or something. Right. Yeah. Like it's got that nice row of wilds where if you can't put the number anywhere else, you just put it there.
And then the rows are all small, and there's lots of bonuses all over the place. Like
Yeah.
This one is more like figure it out.
Yeah, it's intense, and I think it's a step up, definitely from original Welcome to, like a big one. Mm-hmm. Did you ever play Welcome to New Vegas or whatever no, I'm thinking of Fallout New Vegas, but there was a Vegas themed one.
I don't.
Maybe it was New Vegas.
Did.
It was not very well received. I haven't played it either.
Okay.
But I don't know how that compares.
I played enough different boards for Welcome to that I don't actually even remember. I know I played the zombie one because the zombie.
Oh, have you? I've never played any of the boards beyond the default one for the original Welcome to.
I found them to be like, it was nice to have the variation options, but they didn't feel different enough to me. Like this is so radically different. Like I'm a lot happier with this versus and to be fair, I haven't played all of the Welcome to ones, so there might be way more. But the ones that I did play, it felt like mostly the same game with just some like extra nonsense.
Yeah, it's been years, but I remember looking at them online, and they all kind of seemed like they had like one additional rule or one additional way to score points or something. This is a dramatic overhaul.
Very, very different. Yeah, I like it a lot. I'm very happy to have finally gotten around to playing this because it's very cool. It sticks to their formula really closely. So like it's very familiar. It's very easy to learn when you know the basics of Welcome to, but it really changes the game in interesting ways.
Agreed. Yeah, I super love it. I'm glad that we're finally getting
the campaign,
the full the advanced campaign. I still love the card overlays.
Yeah, that's a cool way to do it too.
And I guess since you have, and I can see now that I'm seeing what they're doing with these overlays. It makes a little bit more sense to me why they recommend you play through them all once, because like I probably appreciate this a little bit more than you, having played without it.
Yeah.
And seeing how that transforms it. The other side of this looks like it adds like a loop of some kind to this board. Something like, I don't know. I'm not sure where this is supposed to go.
I mean,
actually, I think that's.
I think that's wrong. Actually, I think I was close. I think it's here. Yeah, because the moon is.
Okay. Here, let me go to yours. Yeah, that's exactly right. So I don't know what's going on with the numbers and the symbols there, but it actually makes the trajectory longer.
Yeah,
that's interesting. That's cool.
Yeah.
I like it. Well, we'll be back sometime after your travels.
Yeah, probably about a month or so.
Yeah, sometime in a few weeks to continue with Adventure 3, which is, I lovingly call it Welcome to Sudoku. Like, imagine playing Welcome to on a grid where you have to follow the sequencing in multiple directions at once.
Oh, yeah.
It's brutal.
That sounds brutal.
I'm excited to play it with you.
Yeah, I'm excited to try it out too.
Sweet. Well, we're also excited that you watched and maybe played along. Again, if you did bust out your copy of Welcome to and scored, there's no way you scored better than me, but scored better than Josh, let us know in the comments. And we'll be back later on. One more time, if you enjoy playthroughs or us or anything, we'd appreciate it if you like this video, subscribe to the channel, all that cool stuff. I hate ending on that though. I feel like I should say it, but then I feel like I'd rather end the video on a more salient thought. Josh?
You can't put me on the spot like that. I got nothing.
All right. We'll be back someday. Till then, be optimal. Cool. Yeah, this is the third board. I'll show it to you. It doesn't look even all that complicated, but it hurts your head. That's it.
Yeah, knowing that you're doing in both directions, it's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, and it makes it where, like, this just has to be, 1 to 15 from left to right, but they're also going in ascending order from bottom to top, so even though this is allowed to be 1 to 15, you really don't want this one to be more than 7.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Does the number go here?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think that's a free space. And then you can see a couple of them here. You are drawing lines linking them to create like networks to these satellites. There's a lot to it.
What are the X's? The pre-printed ones?
They're the planning action can give you X's, and you just start with 2 pre-printed ones. I don't really. I think my guess is that playtesting they were like, this is too hard. Let's throw a couple X's in there so that your center rows basically only have 5. We could certainly house rule them away if we want to play on brutal mode. But
I was just curious if they were in fact wilds or if they meant something else.
No, they are just as if you had written an X there.
Right.
And there's
and then the planning has the typical BIS model of.
Yep.
Which I hate. I like, but I don't think either of us used planning at all in this one.
No, and when it had the upside, it goes to show that it shows you why they gave you the upside because it's not very good. Here, yeah. I
mean, you only have so many locations, and there's a lot. You need plants and water a lot. In this one. And a fair number of robots too.
And this is the first one that harkens back a little more to something that Welcome 2 does, where energy on this one upgrades the values of these other things. Like, remember there were I don't remember the name of the action on Welcome 2, but you could upgrade like the value of different lengths of blocks. Right. So it's the first time that they've kind of done that mechanic in this box.
And this is like the old school fence.
Yep, exactly.
What the heck is that?
That is for marking down the 5 or 15 points that you get. And how do you get those? I think it's if you're the first player to fill in all the numbers in a given quadrant, you get the 15, and then anyone else who fills in the quadrant gets 5.
Well, hey, I'm guaranteed to get a star next time.
That's true. Yeah. And hey, if you're better than me at Sudoku, maybe
I'll get 2. Yeah.
You'll get 2. And we'll see. Who knows what the hell will be overlaid onto this? Maybe it'll be a new center that gets rid of the X.
No X's. Yeah.
I haven't turned off the stream yet. I should do that. Bye, stream. Thanks for watching.